Welcome back to Stories to D4. I'm your Dungeon Master Matthew, and tonight we have an incredibly special session. At long last, our heroes are going to be confronting one of the longest running villains that we've had since the very beginning. But before we jump into our session, we've got a couple of very brief announcements. We'll check in with our full table here, and then we're going to get into our session. First, on announcements. We're so thrilled to announce that we have recorded the first few sessions of The Fate Saga, our Star Wars 5th Edition podcast, which we're really excited to get to show you that there at home. We're currently working on getting some audio editing, figuring out the music in the background, and also learning about this whole podcast distribution thing. Also, we really encourage you to, keep follow us on Twitter. That's where we're going to be posting all of the updates about the Fate Saga as it's being released, and where you can download that. Additionally, you should join our Discord because it's absolutely free, and all of that information will be available down below if you're watching this live, or it's also on our Twitter as well. And honestly, that's all we have for announcements, so I want to bring it out to our table real quick. Guys, you heard the music. Things are serious today.
Yeah, very serious.
How have you been? Welcome back, Amanda. We're so happy to have you.
I was here last week.
You were here.
Connor.
You were gone for weeks, and then Connor was gone.
This side of the table is really blurry.
I'm usually here.
Of any players that visually are really easy to get confused, it's the two of you. I've been getting your names backwards for a while now.
Yeah, we both wear glasses.
You're the same height.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're both Gemini.
Yeah, same voice.
Indistinguishable. Podcast would be very confusing.
I'm very glad to have you
what?
both here because honestly, having all the player characters together for one big fight is very exciting.
Very satisfying.
Now, I had thought about it if I wanted to do one way or the other, but right now there is something that our friends back at home can't see. And so I didn't prep you for this, Alex, but Alex, can you bring us into the combat view? I just want to show a big blob. We have here a massive sort of, it's this covered piece of terrain of some sort. My players have been asking questions, and I have been stonewalling them. This has been hidden in the closet here in the studio for a couple months now.
I have had to ask to go into that closet just to make sure that whatever it is that's supposed to be hidden is hidden.
It's covered all the way.
Yeah.
And so I'm very excited, and I don't even mind telling you. Let's fight the painter here tonight.
Let's do
It's
it.
not a rabbit underneath.
It is not, in fact, a rabbit. There are no live doves in the apartment right now.
But there's
No
a cat.
promises for other doves.
Dead ones.
You can go ahead and put this one
It's
away.
been a few months.
I'm very excited to reveal what we have hidden under this towel here because we've got some exciting stuff prepared. Are you feeling ready? You feeling confident?
Yeah,
Confident? No. Ready? Yes.
let's fuck
Were we
shit
supposed
up.
to bring spell slots? Because I forgot those.
You
today.
were supposed to bring spell slots because
I brought extra.
it's time.
Can I borrow Scantron too?
Sure.
Yes, Victoria.
Happy 1 year.
Happy 1 year!
Happy 1 year!
We've been playing this game for several days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, you at home have been following along. I really appreciate that. We've got a lot of people who've been incredibly helpful, from, of course, my players here at the table, to my dear friend Alex, who sits just off screen to the side, and you'll be seeing him in our upcoming one-shot here in the next week or two. Also,
Do I get a microphone? Yeah. Since
You-
you have an extra one, do I get a microphone?
you will never get a microphone. But I also want to give special thanks to two of our most treasured supporters here. Our dear friend Pause, who we've seen here in chat quite a few times, as well as our friend Jayhawk. They are both just near and dear family friends of the channel, and just, we love you guys. Thank you so much for coming by. What are you chuckling about over there, Alex?
I was coughing.
Oh, I'm just a bad person. With that,
And a year of this table.
And a year of this
Here's the
table.
Oh,
Table.
I think I've bothered your father so much about how much I like this. I've gushed. What I'm trying to say is, thanks again. Thanks again for this. We've had a lot of fun making the show and playing this game.
And now
Players.
it's a really great way to celebrate, honestly.
You learned about the painter in session 3?
Session
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Session 3. And so,
So it's been about a year of knowing about the painter.
about a year later, you all have a chance. Shall we recap last week so we can jump into the session?
Let's
Tell
do
us
it.
about it.
All right. I actually needed the front page. Last week, our heroes interrogated a would-be assassin who had attacked them in the streets. A young man named Vale, who had set upon the party with a series of non-lethal options. Apparently, he had been hired by a mysterious figure in order to keep the party from exploring Shelt and disturbing his employer. Turned out this employer was in fact the very painter with which the party was hunting down. Over the course of the next couple of hours, our party began its search in earnest. They began seeking out different leads that they had discovered over the previous weeks and months of study and with what knowledge they had of this mysterious killer. One major lead led them to Southminster University, an acclaimed school of magic and history, which had a couple of familiar faces there, most notably the Sparkanauts, a group of Evo Ball players who had been having some trouble with stolen equipment recently. This time, when our heroes visited the campus, the Sparkanauts apparently had not only lost their equipment, but also their captain, who had been kidnapped, it would seem, by someone well within the campus grounds. Our party leapt into action, quickly passing by the students and faculty of the school and descending into the tunnels beneath Shelt, the old servant tunnels long since abandoned by most of the nobility of Elts. Pushed through, seeking out different ways to find where exactly young Rex, this evil role player, now was, until they eventually found their way to Doris, a sea hag who ran a particularly dark tavern known as the Salt Hole. Doris made a deal with Ismene in order to help them find Rex and potentially their mark. Descending further into the darkness beneath Elts, our party discovered a series of fortifications and eventually a metallic tavern filled with rough and tumble individuals. Gangsters from the Velox Moors. They discovered a collection of drow who were there for, as of yet, unknown means, and more unsavory folk. Heading upstairs, they found the room that this painter had checked out, and an unconscious, but very much alive, young Rex. The party looked through what they could, the personal effects of this painter, not finding too much before they were cut off by the door opening to this room. But before the figure could appear, they did discover a particular drawing. A locket containing a depiction of an Aarakocran woman with blue feathers. The same woman they had once seen sketched in the home of an architect hanging from the ceiling. Known before to them only as Cece, now her name revealed, Canticia. The door opened wide, revealing the painter, who gave the party a very simple offer. They could take Rex and leave, for they were not his targets. His face still disguised, they bickered back and forth for a while, before Ismene slunk into the shades and, using her arcane powers, disguised herself as Canticia. Now wearing her face, she stepped closer, and this painter, who appeared to have been split between these two personalities, bickering with himself, rubbing the emerald ring on his fingers, in a moment of clarity, reached out towards this woman, calling her his love. Ismene came close, and moments later, the pair were whisked away. Ismene, deceiving the painter, also giving our heroes a little bit of safety, I would say, is gone. Now, to begin our session, it is cold in this tavern. The air still thrums with the energy of the spell cast by the painter as the two of them were whisked away. The dust on the ground of this tiny room is now pushed out slightly, small concentric circles as the shockwave of the spell has displaced the muck on the floor. You all kind of maybe exchange glances at each other and then look back to the place where your dear friend Ismene once stood. Who was that man? Where is your friend? Mai and Elilie. You stand in this room with Rex, who is fine, was not apparently harmed in any real way by the painter. The door itself, it's currently ajar, but you are able to open and close it at will. What would you like to do?
panic. I think panic is the first thing we would like to do.
He could be anywhere.
It could be
Anywhere.
Where?
Or any when. No, not that.
I don't have
Victoria's
the
over there
magic.
looking smug.
I don't
Cat
have the
who drank
magic
the cream.
to find her here. But we could go back to my temple and we might be able to do something there.
Do you have anything that locates people?
At the temple, yes. Here, no.
Okay.
I'm not that level of cleric yet.
I also have nothing that locates people.
The best I have is ascending. But if she's pretending to be somebody else,
No, send. It's like a mental thing, right?
is the response a mental thing? That is the one thing I'm
I've
not clear
s-
about sending. Is sending when you respond is that mentally or you
We could
verbally?
no. If since we're not sure, let's pull up the rules text. Connor, because the two of them are in RP. Do you mind pulling up the page and giving me the book?
We
I
could
always
send a
thought
message to
sending was
her.
a verbal
We could
thing.
figure out. Ismene smart. She'll know where she
we'll
is.
talk about it.
True.
She'll know where she is. She'll tell us where to get her. We'll go get Thorn. We'll go get Ismene, and then we'll fix this.
If they're on a different plane, do you have a way to travel? Because I don't.
We will cross that bridge when we come to it. No, I don't have a solution to your problem.
So our first step should be send a message to Ismene, then to get Rex out of here.
Let's write a
because-
25
The
word
spell is
message.
explicit.
Mhm.
The creature hears the message in its mind and can answer in a like manner immediately. I would argue, though there is another interpretation of this with the full text.
Mhm.
I would argue that the spell does allow for a mental response.
Okay.
Thank you, Connor. I appreciate it. But be very careful. And if you need to take time to write out your 23 words, I have a cutaway if you need it.
Please.
Would that be helpful for you too?
Yes.
Rex kind of nervously. I'm gonna close the door because it sounded like someone was like screaming downstairs a minute ago, and so like as he begins closing the door, you guys can't help but hear that it's slowly dimming somewhat, but there have been fights and brawls, people cursing out in anger for all the gambling going on downstairs. You're on the second level, and you do know that there was a third level of the structure you're in.
Rex, I would advise, closing door sounds good. We need to find our friend, and if we can drop you off on the way there, we will. But I don't think it's smart to just send you back alone.
No.
So,
If you guys could take me back to Southminster, that would be just righteous.
we're kind of freaking out. I'm freaking out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple message.
I don't like to say this, and like, please don't tell Kiwi about this, because like I was gonna wait until like the break started. But if you guys gotta get somewhere, she said something about a temple, so that's gonna be like one of the other ends. My uncle has this like boat. You need to like
Your
get
uncle's a
somewhere.
boat?
Yeah, but I feel kind of weird because I made my way into Southminster. It's a whole thing.
No. I get it more than you think.
But he does explain. There's a small merchant ship, access to a ship. Should you need to cross the bay or the river, wouldn't be necessarily.
We
a problem.
may take you up on that.
Yes.
Uh,
I will cast sending.
Oh, you're ready.
Yeah.
Then I'm
we
gonna
have
have
a simple
the
message.
cutaway-
it's called be straightforward and simple, and put the burden on someone else.
Now, what I'm going to ask is I would like you to hand that to me to make sure I understand it before I have you do this.
I agree with what Claw wrote. Simple.
Victoria, I did not prep you for this. I'm excited.
Let's do this.
Alex, do you have some music that's calmer for just a moment?
Let's do this.
I want it to be fresh.
What's Thorn doing?
You know the limitations.
I know the limitations of the spell.
No, the limitations of what we're about to cut away to you.
Yeah, I understand the limitations.
Thorn has his foot up on the coffee table,
Are you
and
clutching
he
your
is
head?
picking at his toenail.
Yeah, we'll get to what we're doing. This all kind of asynchronously. We're doing it it's just fine here. Ismene Callister. You feel your form rematerialize, and you're somewhere else. Delicately, your hand is held. Gently, like one would hold that of someone they care about. A child, a dear friend, a lover, just a gentle touch. There's no fear. You watch as this man undoes a small knot on his cloak, pulls it back, revealing his face, as we discussed last week. You see this man and know his identity.
It's been so long since I've seen you.
The man responds, exclaiming with excitement about how joyous he is to see you, how long it has been. He wants nothing more than just to be here with you. However, as he's saying these things in a calm, collected voice, it's occasionally intermixed with a spasm, rocking his full body, a flash of green light. As he finishes that previous sentence, he continues on asking what you would like. Would you like to lie and rest? Would you like some tea? Would you like to sing? We can sing together like old times. As he speaks out again, this ring flashes and a slice to a nearby wall of this home that you sit in. You watch as probably 4 or 5 inches deep into the wood, this gash appears. He looks shocked, horrified, points it away from you, and begins apologizing, explaining as best he can.
I just want to experience being in my home again. I'd like to see all the rooms, just to remember.
He offers you an arm,
Mm-hmm.
and gently begins to guide you through
Extra
your
hand.
home.
Extra hand on the arm.
Extra hand on the arm, really schmoozing it up here. I love that. And at this point, I've gone ahead and improved this. I'm going to hand this back to Amanda. You here.
Where are you? How can we find you?
You may respond. You have 23 words or less.
Look.
I need your response in the next 15 seconds.
I can say everything? I can say everything?
It is. I will leave the decision up to you, Victoria.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Please, please.
Victoria, we are your friends and allies. We're dying. Help us.
Do I know where I am?
You may go ahead. This is a very good question. We're pausing that timer I just gave you, Victoria. You are currently in a fine home, not a manor.
Okay.
This is nice. You're clearly on the 2nd story of a home in a city. You've passed by a window. I will allow you
Okay.
to make a single check here. You may make one of a couple of checks. You can make a perception check, and I will tell you the sorts of things you see. You may make a history check, and I will see if I can give you a recognizing of the sorts of architecture or there's something notable there. What are you focusing on? You can make an Arcana check and try to reverse engineer his spell.
I am trying to identify where I am in a way that I could explain to somebody else.
Make your history check.
Is it that funny or that one?
It's a natural 20 for a 28.
The dice said,
The dice said, please tell them where they are.
You gaze out of a window, looking. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Looking out, it looks like the building you're on must be at an angle. It's on a slope. Looking down, the window you're looking at faces downwards on the slope, and you see a large body of water, not further than 1 or 2 streets away. A bay surrounding it. Even now, as the sun has begun to set, and these clouds have begun to form, a light drizzle pouring over the bay. You see far off in the distance the west end and a small beacon of light on a structure, the warehouse. You can see it. It's far. You're on the far end. You're seeing that there with the current position of the sun. You're in the north end of Eltz. You're in Old Town, close to the shore.
And I can say who I'm with. I need your approval.
Said you can say what you want.
I said specifically, it is Victoria's decision what Ismene says here.
I know what Ismene would say. I'm in Old Town, near the bay. I have an hour in this form. It's the professor.
it's the perfect. Okay.
Spell is over.
What'd she say?
I will relay that all back.
I'm going to rip that little nerd apart.
Yeah, I just looked at my notes, and I remember Gabriel being short, and I remember you saying he's average height. So that changed my thought, and I was like, maybe it's the professor. I was thinking that.
We rescued him. Anyway, okay, we have a place.
I'm assuming you're speaking hushed whispers to us so as not to freak out the civilian.
Yeah.
I will say, he's about your age, Elle, but he's, he
But I
doesn't
have,
feel like
like-
he knows that.
He's in college.
You're
I
both
have
elf
combat
people, you're
experience.
half elves, and he's a human.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go. You're going to come with us.
Yes.
We need.
He does have his Evo ball equipment, so he
That's
has
really
his
dope.
spell mitt that was here.
Um,
He's like wearing that. There's a little spark.
Maybe tuck that away a little bit because we're just going to like. Leave.
Yeah. You watch as he kind of pulls
Yeah.
his coat wider.
So I'm definitely going to want one of those later.
Yeah.
Just don't let me forget.
Of course, yeah.
We're gonna walk out of here confidently, like we belong. But we're just gonna march down. We're gonna march out.
And we're going to leave. And we're going to go get Thorn, and then we're going to go to O-Town. Or can you. How many sendings can you do? You
I
have
can
a-
do 2, but then I'm out of 3rd level spell slots for the day.
Do you guys
need
have message?
I
But
don't.
it's part of the site.
Oh, it does. You're right. I forgot about
Also, I can't do magic.
One creature
forgot
I
message.
point to hears.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
You thought
Thank you,
I-
Alex.
I also don't know if Thor would know where we're going and how well he could read a map since it's for us to tell
I
him.
just need him to get across the bay. Okay, let's leave. So
No offense, Thor.
in
No, I
the
know. You don't know
To
me.
Be
It's
act
fine.
cool and tough.
no, act chill and normal, and like we're just trying to leave. No, not like that.
Hey.
So, you come here often?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's really interesting.
It's fine. They'll be
Okay.
fine.
I like your hair.
What kind of accent is that?
From the north.
Are you from here?
So you see that Rex seems a little bit nervous,
Yeah.
but having the two of you here, he's in a very middle state at the moment.
Cool. So
Stay between you.
that works.
Mm-hmm.
So there's honestly not a ton left in the room.
No.
I'm not worried about it. I will. Can I do a perfunctory
Put me-
look over? just to
Give me a
see?
super quick perception check.
Quick perception.
Quick purse.
Not great. That's gonna be a 5 from me. Really good follow up to that. natural
5.
20.
The room itself has a cot. There's
Because
a
you're doing
chest
this
which
too
you.
much, trying to be
There's a long chest under the bed which you've kind of rifled through. There's a writing desk, a small window, and there is not an armoire, like a wardrobe.
What can we see out the window?
Wait, yeah,
Down
we're
the
underground. What's out the window?
You look, heading on over, taking a look. It is this sort of circular. It's a little bit pointed at the top and bottom. Window with large bolts to it. But you can see there is an actual lock to open this window. It looks down to the street below. It's a viewport.
Oh. I don't think we need to go out the window. I don't think we need to go out the window. Cool. So, I don't think we need to gather anything from this room.
Nope.
I'm just
Then
going
we leave.
Let's just head out. Just try to walk straight out. Sorry. Just try to walk straight out with Rex. Act
a deadline.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a deadline. We're gonna walk like we have somewhere to be.
All right. The three of you, the two of you plus Rex, begin descending down to the bar below. As you make your way down there, you see a bunch of these familiar faces, but you can't help to notice that unlike when you first arrived, there's a lot more eyes on you this time. People watching, smirks, glints of yellowed teeth. Oh, there's a gold one over there. But people are watching as the three of you descend. You hear off in the distance, at the far end of the bar, from one of the darkened quarters. You hear it sounds like a wolf whistle going on. But over that, what did you pass the perception, by the way, Maya? I believe
18.
it is. Yeah. You can't help but hear the familiar sound of a short blade being drawn as the three of you move through the crowd, passing between tables. You have a high enough perception where I do not get to do anything before you get to respond.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in this moment?
I'm gonna ready my stuff and just be prepared for if someone's about to strike me in the back.
Okay. Because with that 18, what I will say, as you're kind of turning around, you do see it looks like one of the drow has drawn what looks to be a small throwing knife.
In Elvish, I would say, We are all children of the Moon Mother. I'm hoping that they're...
I would like you to make me a very quick either persuasion or intimidation based on intent check. Persuasion is trying to calm them.
I'll do
Intimidation
persuasion.
is basically going, I'll put the fear of God in you.
I'll do persuasion.
Okay, that makes more sense.
18.
An 18. Your D4. You watch two more drow draw their blades.
Had to try.
As the two going through here,
Wrong god.
Just keep
maybe
walking.
a wrong god here. The three of you. Oh, that's actually a perfect 3. I'm gonna go ahead and
You're
toss
like,
my 3
oh,
knives.
I was hoping...
You watch it
Shrey's
Pushing
daughter
through here.
and-
Rex, seemingly not having an idea of what's going on here,
They like to fight.
whizzes right. Dagger whizzes right past him. Ililie a 15.
No.
And are not even a 10 on you. 3 of them throwing these daggers. One of them actually strikes against your armor, Mai, and it's quite enhanced. You watch as the cheap iron dagger shatters partially against the plate. You turn towards them. Rex, freaking out, is like, "Oh, we gotta go!"
I'm gonna grab Rex
Uh-huh.
by the basically back of his shirt and just shove him forward and keep walking.
I love it.
Keep going.
Go ahead and you're shoving
We
through
do
here.
not have time for
It's
this.
having to push past tables. You're like, there's some big. They're like, they have to push over
care.
this large half orc woman as she's like sitting at her table. You see she's pulling a pile of chips. Make an athletics check as you're trying to force him through here.
You're
Not
college
super hard
marching.
with
You're
it.
just pushing your way through here.
You're by yourself. You're moving through fine if you're staying.
12.
Yeah, it's not
12?
great.
That's fine. You're just pushing through a crowd. They're not actively fighting you in here. As the two of you kind of begin making your way on out of here, make a real quick roll for her. A couple more folks begin to stand, and you watch as a few of the drow begin wading through this bar as you exit out into that open space. We're gonna jump on over to Thorn. Thorn, you said you were leaning back, right, before?
I was picking my toes with a dagger on
Yep. Oh my gosh.
the coffee table. Because no one's
Wait,
here to tell
this
me to
is having a
stop.
little bit
You're the
off
equivalent of just like
time-wise.
chilling.
Thorn, suddenly, ringing pain.
Wow,
you
music.
feel like you've been slashed across both of your temples, or that someone is like digging their fingers into an open wound in your skull. You take 2 points of piercing damage as you nick your toe,
Fuck.
and you collapse. Quickly, a little orangey lizard Ralnor runs on over to you, concerned, and just begins aggressively rubbing his scaly body against you. trying to
This
see what's
hurts. Stop.
wrong. Ralnor walks over, like just cause nose boops where you're injured. Like he's got. There's worry.
On my face.
Oh no! There's not a literal cut here. You feel like your head is splitting open.
Yeah.
But he's
Oh,
like
yeah,
looking
cut
at your
my
foot
toe,
where
that's right.
there's blood and stuff.
You're gonna eat your toes.
Something is so wrong, and you feel something stir within you, perhaps.
Is there something pulling me? Like, do I feel like is it guiding me somewhere?
As you're here in this space, in this moment, you feel the wrongness to it. And you realize that the pain you heard was 2 voices. There were 2 voices screaming,
Am I
deep, booming.
familiar with one of them?
You are familiar with one of them, this entity that you've been growing more and more familiar with within the gems inside you.
Yeah.
And you feel it stirring. No words
fair.
here. It doesn't have any. You haven't fed it on any arcane power for it to speak. But in this moment, you feel this. You have a general sense to it. There's a pull. It isn't perfect. You don't know. Got him.
Right.
GPS on.
Just kind of like holding Shattering Edge. I'm gonna go get Tenebrous
Okay.
and just kind of holding my sword, try to use it as like a dowsing rod to see if maybe I can focus.
So let
on
me
where
understand
Nice.
this straight.
it's
We're gonna
coming
have riding a horse, sword out, charging through the street.
No, just
now. Do you have
just like in this sheath, like holding it, like maybe it's gonna like guide me.
taking this blade imbued with that special magic of yours?
Yeah.
Now I have to ask: is Ralnor coming with you, and is he on the horse or running next to the horse?
I'll do the baby Bjorn.
He's so big now.
Crap.
At this point,
It's like he's in my
fully
backpack.
a teenage
I got him.
dwarf.
I got him like Yoda. He's on my back. Yeah.
Seagulls, man. All right, you begin going through the streets, feeling this out. This pull bringing you closer and closer towards the shore, towards the docks. we're gonna jump on back, guys. It's been a rough couple of minutes with you.
Mm-hmm.
You have something you want to say, Clella, before I continue?
Another thing I'm gonna do when I have a chance to.
Oh, please.
I have a way.
As these people are, you've got people
They're
who are
getting
coming up. There are folks with, it looks mostly like they're holding maces, small clubs, a couple of them daggers. The place you're at here, they aren't, the people who are coming after you don't seem to have a consistent uniform. It doesn't look like an organized military.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach into my pocket
Ninja dust.
and I'm going to pull out money.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull out.
Rich ninja dust.
How much money do you pull out? What is L pulling out?
I like to think that I keep my gold separate from my platinum because it seems dangerous to mix the two.
Yes.
Because I would accidentally pull out the wrong one. So I'm gonna pull all of my gold and drop it, like throw it.
I'll have one of those like travel wallets.
And then I'm
It's,
go-
like, a
Oh my goodness.
And
Make
I'm going
make
to
an
say,
attack roll real
I
quick
do not
for
have
me.
time for this, and I'm going to yeet the money.
I'm just like normal with your sword.
I'm so bad at
It's okay.
rolling
Did you
today.
hit AC 10?
Yes.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay. You take out your full sack of gold. It's at least 100 gold pieces.
I take out my full sec. It's 269 gold pieces.
You throw this into the. You throw this. I described previously how there's like this. There's
Guess
mounts
what,
of
wrong.
large horns and there's strange like hanging dim green light sources here. You throw it up so that it bursts outwards. These coins, gold and green glinting, passing through. The room goes crazy. It's a lot of money, and just begin all of you wrestling and punching as the two of you, alongside your companion Rex, whisk away out
Forward on.
into the darkness.
Money does solve problems, I guess.
Yes. I've been saying this the
We're
whole
gonna-
time. You're reasonable.
That was very clever.
I'm gonna write my money off my sheet.
Yeah, no more gold. We're gonna kind of keep. Assuming you guys are now trying to get to the surface, we're pushing ahead in time. Tenebris has brought you with that dowsing rod. Your senses here have brought you to the docks, towards that small ferry that with the man you've met before, who's happy to take you around. He seems excited, like happy to see you, pleasantly pleased.
Just curious, have you gotten any weird vibes from anyone lately? Like maybe like some shady individuals walking around here? Maybe.
Oh, I try to keep away from anyone, let's say, shadier than you.
Anyone maybe like grabbing their head and going, ah, in pain?
No, that sounds above my pay grade.
All right, thanks.
We're gonna go back. You guys have made your way towards this, up towards the surface. You can be on the surface if you'd like, as you're kind of pushing through here. The dangers of the servant tunnels behind you. What are we doing? Are there more sendings we're casting? Is there more checks we're making? Are we heading to Southminster? What are we doing? Because right now you've not contacted Thorn.
No.
Yeah, we have to get across the bay to contact Thorn. So, and I don't think you can. I don't have a way to cast sending.
I can cast one more sending, but that's it for the day. Shall we?
I'm going to
message-
put it up to you because it's your spell slots.
I'll message Thorn.
What would you like to say to Thorn? You have access to a ship through Rex, if you'd like.
I would tell him to meet us in Old Town, because I don't think it's worthwhile to ask him to meet us somewhere, or say can you meet us? So we need to say either meet us X place or we're coming to get you. Be there.
Yeah, Thorn's very disagreeable. You're right.
Well, just we can't go back and forth.
Reminder: you have a small dock at the warehouse. You just don't have a ship.
Yeah, maybe tell him to be at the dock, and we're gonna come get him.
Okay.
And Rex, can we borrow that favor immediately?
Yeah, I'd have to get to my seal. It's in my dorm.
Oh, well, we're going to Southminster anyway, and we're gonna continue power walking.
Yeah. Oh, cardio, man.
Exactly.
We had this conversation last time.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm actually just a jock.
D&D, where you can pretend your wildest fantasies, like being a jock. I guess.
Somehow the wind's always in his hair. He looks so good all the time.
Keeps posing.
These are the best years
Every
of
time
his
he
life.
stops.
Yeah.
All right,
Pulls the glove.
pushing
He's
through.
like this thing.
The sun dipping kind of low. The sky itself painted in dark purples and navies as more and more cloud cover rolling in. Small thunder A small crack of thunder off in the distance, rumbling, not too angry of a sky, but certainly it's not too happy. You make your way back to Southminster, not as lively as it was earlier today with all of the people running around and studying, but now, you see a professor holding a stack of papers covering themselves with their robes so that they can protect their work, pushing through campus. You see, a couple students running about in the rain, still enjoying their youth. You can make your way back. Now, where are you going specifically? Are you trying to go to just Rex's dorm? Are you going to... You've been to a lot of places in here before.
We should just... let's go to Rex's dorm, get the seal. We'll go pick up Thorn. We'll go to Old Town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to go pick up Thorn, then we're going to go to Old Town.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So heading on over towards Rex's dormitory, it takes pretty quick to get to make your way there. You see that the dormitories themselves are a lot less fancy, a lot newer than what you've seen previously. But the structure itself kind of reminds you of a lot of the places you've seen in the better parts of the West End. Mm-hmm. You make your way quickly in. Rex kind of finally relaxing. That was awful. Yeah, I'm on the next floor, but we'll go.
Never been in a dorm.
As you push through, you see a couple of familiar faces, some of Rex's teammates here, and kind of looking over. Oh, Keely's not here. Man, it's fine. I'll catch her up in a little bit. And as he walks in, opening up his dormitory, opening up his room, some of his friends, you see the young rich man get kind of excited to see you. You all watch as Rex begins just quickly penning a missive to the captain of his vessel so that you are able to use it here today. So that he's able... Basically, hey, I'm your taxi today.
Cool.
It's not a problem. It's the off-season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We owe you one, Rex.
No, it's fine. You gotta come to the game, though. I promised your friend Ismene a lesson.
We have to make sure she is not dead first.
Yeah.
We're gonna go rescue Ismene. It's all
I'm
gonna be
upset.
fine.
having written out the note here, the Sparknauts kind of confused. All right. Well, are y'all leaving now?
Yeah, we're on a time crunch.
Yeah, we're really worried. She has an hour.
All right. I want to know, what is the plan at the moment?
The plan is to go take the missive, go to the captain, which I assume Rex will point us in the right direction.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Get to the docks.
Get in the boat.
Old Town is
Thorn.
roughly a quarter of the city. A little bit less.
Yes.
Pick up Thorn.
And then Thorn's going to use his mind magic because he's very helpful. He'll solve all of our problems.
Maybe you can mind connect.
I only plan to acquire Thor, and that's kind of where I stopped.
Thorn can
Find
cast
Thorn.
Lucidance.
Thorn solve this problem. He's got a worse. We'll be okay.
Okay.
You can cover a lot of. We'll split up and we'll find him.
Yeah.
All right. With that, the Sparknauts bid you well. They're going to go return back to...
I love watching this table's problem-solving abilities.
I've never been in charge of solving our problems ever in the 4 or 5 years we played D&D together.
So
Right,
Rex
I
lets
think
you
it's been
know...
us.
Rex and the Sparknauts are going to go
That's
see
fair.
Keely, who's with her advisor, Professor LeBon. And as you guys are now heading off of campus towards the docks in Shelt. Okay. Don't look at me like that, Victoria.
I'm watching every word you say.
I don't have a solution. I don't have magic that finds people anymore.
Either.
I'm not a useful wizard.
I'm not at that level yet.
It's gonna be a long time.
Sorry. I have to make a quick decision here.
While I think as we walk, we know she's in Old Town, so kind of mentally comparing notes on
Yeah, this
what
is excellent.
Yes, mentally comparing notes on okay, where have you been in? It has to be close to the shore. Which parts are close to the shore? How can we navigate? Are there? It's probably a house or something, but it could be. It's probably not a museum.
Yeah, you pass by the library, that information center. You
Yeah.
pass by the archaeology department. You pass by that. What do we call it? There's a literacy. There's actually a
writing center.
There's a writing center
Yeah.
here as well, of course. It's Southminster University. They have-
Quilling center.
Give me all of your bicycles.
I don't have any. Cool.
Okay. Victoria keeps getting me.
Unwavering, really.
I can't say a single word.
So did you cast the sending specifically?
Yes.
What was what specific verbiage of it?
It says, Ismene is kidnapped. Need to go to Old Town. Meet us at the docks. We will have a boat.
All right. You do not get the initial message. You do not get the information from hers. So you don't have that information.
I say, okay. Who is this? I'll be at the dock.
Don't know my very well. That's true. We're sort of getting friendship by fire.
yeah, you've met twice. Is it because of the sendings?
No.
Is it because I threw money at the problem and it worked?
No. That's good.
Did I do something wrong?
We're going to go ahead and jump ahead. You all making your way towards the Shelt docks, boarding a small vessel. It is...
What is Rex's uncle like, by the way? Is he...
Rex's uncle's not here.
Oh, okay.
There's an employed captain.
Oh, we were
who's
like,
here.
taxi, please.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
It's literally, hey, we have a letter with a seal of the guy who employs you. Do what it says.
Oh. 50-50, there's going to be like a weird creature. Just so you know. I don't know what the creature
I don't want to know about that. Oh no, I'll take you where you have to be, but no ships, no cannons on my ship. Not anymore.
I wish I was you.
No, you don't want such a salty tale as I have.
It's actually the next BB.
Is this the beginning of the story or the end?
I shouldn't give him a time limit. I shouldn't work an hour.
The small vessel
I got, like,
pushes
really
out, eventually making its way towards the west end and the docks,
We're running.
where a drow man stands. He's got a small orange lizard next to him, standing there excitedly, wagging his tail. You see that he looks to be...
The lizard.
And he does appear to have been eating one of the posts on the dock that has now been ruined. Just
Also
fully...
a lizard.
Yeah, also a lizard. Just
Oh.
ate the wood.
I'll prestidigitate a wooden horse.
Yes, you're able to disembark. Meet up with
Sounds like-
Laurentius.
Oh,
Now,
It's-
what
it's
is
for the lizard.
plan, everyone?
Okay, Thorn. I explained to him everything that happened.
what's going on? Ismene isn't here.
And Smeeney's
Yes, got
kidnapped,
kidnapped.
and I think I'm freaking out.
You
So
are
who-
panicking right now.
Ismene.
Ismene pretended to be the singer whose name is Contessa,
Okay, so let it happen.
Yeah, she got
let it
kidnapped by
happen,
a
makes
singer.
way
got
more sense.
herself kidnapped.
That makes
Then we
sense.
sent her a magical message, and she told us she was in Old Town near the shore, and that's all we know. And she has less than
Wait.
how much time?
I
does she have left?
will stop you on
Yes.
this one. You keep not saying the thing that you were told.
It's the professor is the painter.
Yeah, and the professor is the painter,
Cool. I was like, that's when.
and the professor did it. It was the professor the
That's it.
whole time.
In Northtown by the door.
Yes,
We did Clue.
with
With
his meaning.
Emerald.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and
Yeah, he
are you going to go crazy like that? Do we need to worry?
I mean, I did have like a migraine, I guess. I don't know. Earlier, I cut my toe, but
How did you
It's-
cut your? Get on the boat.
it's weird that you say by the docks because I kind of was following this like pain that
You
I've been
can feel
having.
it.
Yeah.
Can you track it?
You can track it.
I mean, it's not like a
It's
It
better.
is getting quieter.
it's not like a pin like a
Um,
like,
I will ask
dropped a
the-
pin I can follow it.
Captain, can we disembark towards Old Town, please?
Disembark me
Aye.
off the boat.
I don't know boat terms.
This salty dog pulls up the anchor and just sets you back to the bay.
Disembark not to leave a place.
I feel
Disembarking
so
is getting
guilty.
off the boat.
I feel so
Embark.
guilty.
You jump into the water.
I have
I don't know.
Once we get to the
Six
north
more
end, let me
hours.
know.
You told us you have 1 hour.
I made a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we're panicking, but you have, but you're chilling.
I made a mistake.
Okay,
Yes.
that's really good.
Now we're gonna do something a little bit odd today. We're actually gonna be taking our break earlier rather than later because we have, well, you all know because we have some big stuff coming up. Just letting you know in a couple next minutes we have that here. Now you're on the ship for a while. I want to know. I have no concept. What's your plan here?
I think you should try to feel if you could. ostensibly we should be getting closer to the Bleeding Emerald.
Make it
So
a quick. This is just going to be a wisdom check. This is just you trying to. This is for Laurentius.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a quick wisdom check here.
Wisdom 16.
Your draw was bringing you to your friends. You were in pain. You were being given. You were given help in that moment.
Oh, okay.
so can you feel him?
I don't think it's taking me where it should be, but
Where is it taking you?
I can detect thoughts within 30 feet. I'm looking for Ismene.
That's an option. You'll have to get off the boat because you.
No, yeah.
When we get to
Right.
Old Town, we can
Yeah.
wander around and feel for her thoughts.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is my plan. So you better be thinking. Or have shit going on in there.
We could have asked for help, but we didn't.
We were told we have an hour, so we're on a time
So
crunch.
we thought we were on a time crunch.
I just
No, no,
made
no.
a mistake while talking.
It's okay. It's
If,
okay.
if it is a mechanics mistake, you can change a number.
Yeah, I
Eleanor.
have 6 hours.
Brownlore.
You think Brownor can find her?
Maybe he knows her smell.
Wait. Yes, actually.
Yeah, you have 6 hours. There's no time crunch.
There's no time crunch. You can do
Except,
whatever you need to do.
You know,
I just
she's with a dangerous person, but
right.
Brownor.
But I have 6 hours.
We'll have Brownor, and I will kind of look at mine.
Mm-hmm.
We can always put a candle in the window if things get tough.
We have to go back though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
you are allowed to go places. Like you have.
Yeah, we do have this boat kind of on.
I'm keeping track of the time. You guys just are telling me where you're going, what
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
doing.
you
Cool.
tell me when to use the spell slot.
So we'll start whenever are we. So when we get to
Do
Old
you-
Town, we'll
I'll
start
take.
with that.
I'll take
method.
one.
Would you
take
happen
another
to have anything of Ismene's? Maybe we can do the whole like Brownlore smell it, and he can take us to her.
Yeah, I mean, Brownor responds to what
I mean,
Ismene tells
he's as
him.
dumb as I am, so it probably won't work. But it's worth a try.
No, but Brownor responds like Ismene's commands. Like,
But there's
we've
no
seen-
trail to follow. She was magically transported there, so it's not like she
But he
walked
might be
through
able
the
to.
street.
We don't know what Brownor can do magically, though. Like, as far as we know, he could find. He's very attached to Ismene.
You know that Roundlord doesn't do magic. He's,
Yeah.
he's a kind of smart dog. He's actually a particularly dumb dog, I guess. Would be a better way of putting it.
Same.
I didn't prepare any of the right spells.
Well,
We could always go back to my temple and scry her.
While
Figure out where
we're doing our
exactly she
planning,
is.
what we'll do is we'll take a break a little bit early here at the we're basically just try the hour mark, and when we come back, you all can dive on in. How's that sound, y'all? Well, y'all stay right there. We'll be right back. We're back.
Woo!
Yes, we got audio. All right, so the four of you, along with Little Roundlord, can't forget him, now set sail on Rex's ship, passing over the Tincto Bay, the West End, and the warehouse at your backs. The captain of the vessel turns. Aye, sorry, arr. Where are we be setting off to?
Old Town, which I realize is a big place.
Oh,
We sort
not
of-
too bad.
We're
Few
looking
dozen ports. Who am I taking you to?
a few dozen.
Aye.
That's a lot of shoreline to feel for 30 feet of mind energy.
I know little about mine energy, but if you're looking for some coffee, well, it's that time of day.
How many ports are there at the university?
How about now that we spent 15 minutes on a boat ride minimum, thinking thoughts? I'm
Go-
now realizing that
We don't know
perhaps
where
we
we're going.
shouldn't just run around the city going, Ismene.
I'm happy to take you wherever you need to be.
Could you take us back to Southminster, please? Is that all right with everyone?
Yeah,
Should we perhaps tell them that the professor did it?
probably.
In
Look
the
in his
library?
office, see if
Yeah.
he left any
wrench?
clues of where he might live.
Yes.
With the ring.
We don't know who the professor is explicitly. Right?
Here we do.
I'm to the university then.
University.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
All right, the first
Sorry.
booklet I'll be doing all day.
Thanks, Jeff.
Spins the wheel.
We'll go
nearly
mumble.
knocking the ship.
We'll go mumble over there.
He's very confused. Jiminy, the Captain Jiminy, goes ahead and just.
I'm gonna leave.
You're gonna leave. You're out.
I'm done.
The pineapple Topo Chico tastes like buttered bread.
Well, now we're not going to get a Topo Chico sponsorship. Way to go, Victoria.
I didn't say it was bad. I
They're
said
owned
it
by
tastes
say-
Coca-Cola. It would be Coca-Cola sponsorship.
You're wild. Stories D4. Brought by Coke.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I'm in the dream.
It's
It's Eugene, right? That professor?
taking...
Eugene.
Eugene's the professor you're talking
The old
about,
man?
right? You said it's the
We
professor.
don't know. She's not here. She's gone.
But we're
Professor.
okay.
I don't think she. I think she didn't tell us. It could be. Is it Canada? Is that Eugene?
Canada.
Eugene Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
You're talking about the old man who's in charge of the club.
Yeah.
It could also be. Well, it's.
Hey, it's Alex. He's on camera. Well, his shirt is. We love that guy.
Names.
It can't be Teak because he was in the mirror for a year.
It can't be Teak.
You make your way. Eventually, you're docked just outside of the,
Is
the
it
campus.
is it the dean? Is it Randolph? Is it Teek's friend?
It could be
Is that
Teak's
the
friend.
one?
We don't know. It could be. It's probably.
Victoria and I
not
are just over like we have to go neutral face or shrugs. That's what we have for
Said
you.
it's a professor. Okay.
Okay.
She said professor.
Okay, we're gonna go to the. We'll go to Southminster. We'll go to Teak, who's the only person we know for sure that it isn't.
Making your way into campus after docking with the vessel, you telling Jiminy, of course, to keep the anchor, keep the engine running on the boat, on the sailboat.
We should be back. We'll go over to where we know
Aye.
Teak LeBlanc. Teak. I don't know what's his last name.
The young
You're right.
master has told me to serve
Levant?
you all day. Well, evening.
You all,
We appreciate it.
you all heading back towards the campus. Where would you like to go? There's lots of places on campus.
Teek.
Go to Teak's
Yeah, Teak.
office.
Okay, making your way over towards.
If
the-
he would be there, is it too late at night? Like, would he not?
No, it's like the sun has set, but he's probably grading papers. It's honestly, it's the end of a term. It's not long before you find yourselves before a familiar office. The door itself shut, and you hear a quiet murmuring from behind. Oh, that's not a terrible point. Dum, dum, dum. Opening up. Someone out there. I feel someone waving on the other side of a closed door.
Feel a draft.
Feel a draft.
Teak, it's us. Most of us, and a new
Oh,
friend.
good. Someone who doesn't want office hours. Come on in, please, please.
I thought professors loved office hours.
It's the end of term. Everyone's all excited to go about on their various vacations or to tournaments in the case of some more enthusiastic students.
We did find
Yes,
Rex,
yes,
by the way.
yes.
He's alive.
The Sparkonauts came by and took my TA away from me. Keely, lovely girl.
Oh yeah, he was looking for her actively,
Well, you know, young love.
something like that.
Now, I assume you're not here to receive corrections for your exams, so how can I help you?
It can't be Randolph.
Okay, well, this is our new friend Mai. Ismene was kidnapped by the painter, the serial killer we were looking for.
Oh my goodness.
And I was wondering, when was the last time you saw Randolph or Canada?
Randolph's in the infirmary. He had his broken foot.
Yes, but he could be lying. I don't know. Like, magic exists.
I'm sorry, you're
Have
asking.
you seen Canada or Randolph at all?
Oh, well, Eugene's. He's always around, I suppose. It's a bit late for him. I would suppose he's gone to retire home for the evening. And, of course, Randolph was here a few hours ago. I believe we spoke.
Yeah. When?
He went off earlier with well, there was this trouble with. You were there, of course. He goes ahead and quickly explains that he saw Randolph a little bit before Randolph went off with with Keely and the rest. I have
Could
a
you-
hair under my glasses.
Could you let us know where the infirmary is, and then also where Eugene lives?
Perhaps.
Of course. Now, why? I'm so sorry, but you are accusing some incredibly honorable people. That
Ismene told us it was the
We-
professor, and
The
thank you.
professor.
there must be a mistake. These are two incredibly pious men.
You're the only one with an alibi.
I do not like the implication that my imprisonment is the only reason I would not be accused of such a thing, and I will not stand for my friends being.
You're also not with Ismene right now, so yeah.
Also,
You're right here talking with us.
if
and not-
if Ismene dies, it's on one of their heads, and we will figure out which one.
My friends would never harm a hair on that young woman's head.
Then help us prove their innocence.
And
Exactly.
he was
Very well, I shall.
Also,
The
painter was
short human stands Yes?
The painter wasn't in their right mind.
What evidence do you have to say that one of my friends is this charlatan? Huh? I'm sorry?
Is the name... I can't remember. Is it I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Calaticia.
Calaticia?
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 Mean anything to you?
Halitosis?
What about Canticia?
That's it.
Who are you
I'll take a
associated?
bicycle.
Alex, here's your bicycle for knowing the name.
Can you? I can't write it down.
C-A-N-T. I
Oh,
see.
Haliticia. That's what I was confusing.
Haliticia
I was
Dumir.
combining them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halaticia.
The painter himself told us that the people who have died, it was related to her. Those were his words out of his mouth.
That's the.
Why would anyone... This is preposterous. No, Canticia's doing just fine.
Where is she then?
Well, where is she? Yeah.
She's, of course, still on... Come with me.
No.
Let's go speak with Randolph. Come now.
We don't have that much time.
Let's go
as
speak with
far as-
Randolph.
Let's go speak with Randolph.
Yes. Let's go.
He begins walking down. Randolph's office is 2 doors down. As he's kind of walking along, oh, Canticia. Well, I don't mean to embarrass a colleague, but in his good name, I will be happy to. I see him every once in a while, reading letters from her. She's still off helping the kingdom, but she's been. What do they? What are the
Who's your
kids
colleague?
calling it? Oh, Randolph Grover. Oh, you know that Teak and Randolph are peers here. Randolph being the dean of archaeology here at the school.
So is Randolph.
Well, there's. Have you heard of Biblis? Knock, 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 knock.
The tree.
Yes. Well, you see, the Biblis trees. There's a few places in the city. Knock, 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 knock. There's a few places in the.
Can I try the door?
It's locked.
Is there a window?
No, it's inside. But if you want to try to jimmy or damage the door, you can.
I kick it in.
Go ahead, Thorn.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, so bad. A 5.
5. Ah, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Because
It's the
someone
same.
else get the door.
Oh my goodness!
You got keys?
You got keys?
Very well, if it will please you. Goes over and begins looking through and trying to unlock Randolph's office. Now, he may have stepped away, and I will have each of you apologize, a written apology to
Of course.
Mr. Crawford, but I will defend his name.
If he's innocent, we'll give him
Canticia is assisting with the
already in
efforts
the
to
mail.
recover Biblis in the King's Bay. You know the King's Bay, or the King's Playground is the bay, is the gulf rather, to the south of Elves. There's a series of islands in there. The Biblis trees are quite tall, and a number of Era Cochrans go there to assist in their collection. Well, I've heard rumors that she might even be performing a bit of inspiration. You know, she's quite a singer, that one.
Have you ever heard of a bleeding emerald?
Of course, they're a form of stone, typically associated with celestial bodies. There are some older civilizations that revered them, such as the Sundao Empire, and there's all manner of folk who find use. There's a couple of useful alchemical uses of them, but more than anything, they're an excellent way to cause a migraine. At this point, he opens the door. Ah, there we are. Randolph, are you napping again in here? Kind of walking into the room, still kind of disheveled professor's office, books strewn about. Well, fine. Here. And he pulls out a small stack of letters, not a minute or two later, from Randolph's desk, places them. Penned by Canticia herself. The 2 lovebirds were smitten before their journey, and, well, you'll have to come and see one of her performances when she returns. After you apologize.
Can I look?
I would be happy to apologize to Eugene or Randolph in person.
Well, of course.
Where does he live?
Not a problem. He lives just on the shore over in Old Town. He's got a little place over on Merowand Way.
Great.
Is there any writing of his writing? Like, are there letters? All the letters from her? Are there any like written drafts to her?
You can kind of looking around here. There's not. As you kind of take a little bit of time. The 3 of you looking around. There's not really anything. You do with both time is not on your side, and with little Ralnor trying to eat things in the office. There's not really anything here in terms of writing to Canticia in particular.
Just
but
any
there
writing.
are. So there's quite a bit of writing of his on just various archaeological subjects, historical subjects. If you're looking at something in particular, I'm happy to help you find that.
There was always written word on the paintings, and even though they might have been like magically
Sure.
spelled out letters, I've always imagined that they probably resemble someone's penmanship. a
You can
little
make
bit.
me. This is which is going to be a raw intelligence check because this is not something you're particularly proficient in.
I'm really bad at rolling today. This is an 11.
11? It's not immediately dissimilar, but it certainly is a different font. This is very clear, a studious way of writing, and nothing haggard about it.
Can I look around the room for painting tools, like a small kit of like paintbrushes? That one
Make me
would-
an investigation check as you're looking about.
It's an
Here.
11.
The man puts one of these letters into your hands. Look, she's doing fine. As you kind of begin looking this over, you can see she's talking about sunny beaches. She's talking about this one of her friends here, another Eric Cochran man who has been assisting her. Apparently, he can play the lute. And just kind of as this writing kind of continues through, she takes another one. Just kind of begins handing you some of these. She's been gone for a few years, but well, it is. The Cavalry Assembly is an incredible boon to all of us here in the city.
And the letters coming from Canticia
Canticia.
and the ones that are sent by Randolph, the writing's different.
Well, you don't have his letters because they would be somewhere else. But
Somewhere else,
you can
okay.
see his handwriting is very different.
Okay.
What's the most recent letter from? How
Most recent letter?
Mhm.
3, 4. It looked like the post. If you're kind of looking at this over, it looks like it's the date that is penned from is like about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, which makes sense with the way that letters actually arrive.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll continue. I think we should maybe. He's not here. We're looking for him. We could maybe.
Check the infirmary. See if he's still
I was
there.
gonna say if. I think
Well, he
Thorn
should be downstairs, but we can go check in the infirmary.
I think Thorn has the right idea about looking for possibly his residence.
Well,
I got it.
if you're going to be accusing my friend of this, I want to accompany you.
Okay.
Might be dangerous.
Pish posh! This is ridiculous.
Do we
And
wanna-
also, if it was dangerous, I'd have you all with me.
To be fair, T, I don't mean just dangerous because we think your friend is the painter.
Do we
I
wanna-
mean in that we often get attacked in the dead of night when we walk around the streets. Like every day, actually, every time we go outside,
We
it
do get
seems like
attacked
someone
a
attempts to
lot.
kill us.
The last time I was there, we got attacked by skin.
Yeah, that was a weird
Very well.
one.
How about this then? You all can go and speak with Randolph. I've given you where he lives, and I'll go speak with Eugene.
Does was
We'll,
there
get
any?
this all- we'll all come and sit down and
Can
get this
we
resolved.
accompany you to Eugene? How about that?
Of course.
Also, was there any
It's
place
the same general direction.
Yeah.
when Canticia before she left? Was there anywhere that they tended to spend time together? A date spot? Did they hang out at his residence?
Make a
They-
persuasion check.
I mean, if they're talking this frequently, they definitely had a special bond. 9.
Well, Randolph was quite fond of. One of the High Lords, Percival Prospin, hosts these grand dinner parties, and Canticia would often go to sing at them. I've had the luxury of going once or twice, though I do think last season, unfortunately, Randolph was unable to attend. It's harder without Canticia around. I understand.
I get it. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't, but
When you're older, perhaps.
perhaps.
Now, I really must insist you go with an open mind when you speak with Randolph.
We will.
He's a good man.
Sure. Let's see how Eugene's doing.
All right. Eugene's a bit further away, but they're both in Old Town.
One last question.
Sure.
Has Randolph been to Copperspeck in the last however many months ago we were in Copperspeck? Has he left town at all?
Oh, well, I suppose he perhaps might have passed through Copperspeck during his sabbatical a few months back. He made his way over as far as the Dimwood Valley, over to the northwest.
Has Eugene visited Coppersbeck at all?
Eugene traveling. No, that old codger's a bit of,
Maybe we can cross Eugene off the list.
I think maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's go visit Randolph.
Let's go.
And
visit
we'll
Randolph.
give him our own in-person apologies if needed.
I'll write it down.
young ma'am. Young ma'am. That's right, but it sounded like young man.
Young man.
Madam, I'm not a fool.
Mhm.
I understand sarcasm. I would appreciate a bit more respect. You will speak with him with an open mind, because I have done you the same service.
Fair enough.
He has our friend.
An open mind
Possibly.
and open eyes, then.
They're wide open.
Go.
Okay.
I must inform the guard about this, but I can wait.
You can tell them that the Defiant Smiles are on the mission that they got received from the Crown.
9 blessings to all on this day.
I'm sorry, it's had to be difficult, Teak.
Looking at him, this man looks...
I do feel
Huge.
bad about ruffling his feathers so much.
That's an offensive phrase with Aarakocras around.
He's not an Aarakocra, though, is he? And neither am I.
No one ever wants to believe their friends and loved ones are bad.
I can't understand. I need to know. You go, please, and return swiftly.
Try your best.
The man looks nervous and begins poring over the letters.
Do you mind if we take the most recent one?
Please.
Thanks.
Let's go visit the salty dog.
Our sailboat person.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
Cole looks so confused.
I was like,
Are there any preparations you'd like to have made as you leave the campus, return to the boat, and begin heading towards the destination? This is clearly a ripped piece of paper. No, you're doing great, babe.
I don't have the ability to get any stuff back.
You experience a short rest over this point of time if any of you are injured and would like to spend a hit die. For example, if you'd like to spend 1 to deal with all of your toe damage.
I don't even need to roll this because I have a +4 to call. But might as well. I don't have anything that I want to prepare on the way because nothing's going to last more than an hour. So I will wait until we get to the location.
Having given directions, receiving direction from Teak, you're able to be navigated towards the nearest dock.
And it's in Old Town, right? The rest
Yes.
of it? Cool.
Yes. You're able to find a location. It's not super far from one of the closest docks. You had a
Our
question.
I'm gonna
Way.
cast aid on the 3 of us.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh.
How long does that last? Just so I know when you're
8
casting.
hours.
Okay, cool. I cast it yesterday. No, casting aid. What does aid do, Amanda?
It gives you 5 plus HP and 5 total for your max as well for the entire duration.
So it increases your max
By 5.
HP 5. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
You should have full health plus 5 on each of the 3 of you. Does it? How many people does it affect? Because does
3.
Ralnor get it? Oh, none
Oh,
for
3
Ralnor.
creatures.
Ah.
Selfish PCs. Okay.
Making your way, you begin stepping closer and closer to the home. Yes.
I'll say we'll keep our eyes out while we're out in the open for any more
Sure.
skin.
Sure. Keeping your head on a swivel. There doesn't seem to be any hostility here.
When we're outside the door, I'm just going to cast Armor of Agathis just as a prep.
Wreathing yourself in this green light.
3rd level.
3rd level. The armor appears around you and then dims. It's still visible. Anyone who looked at you would know there's something up with your armor, but it isn't. It flares up and then shimmers like a river of emeralds flowing over your armor. Inside,
Very shiny.
Canticia. I'm so sorry to bore you with more of this. Before we make our way to Percival, I know we have to tell Percy you're back, but it has been so long. I beg of you, may I hear your voice one more time? Oh, I didn't call company. Why would someone be here? Sorry. He, rubbing again the ring, takes a few steps closer. You are currently on the 1st floor of the structure. You're in this open, wide study. You watch as Randolph begins making his way closer and closer to the front entrance. Not terribly large of a structure. This house itself.
We're going to hide around the corner of the house.
So it's just me at the door.
Okay.
Like this.
Stacked heads.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Hello?
Hi.
What are you doing here? This could have been over. Why are you here?
Why are you... I'm selling paper.
Don't. You think I don't know what you have been charged with, what duty that your friends think you are serving. Just a moment, dear.
No problem.
You have to go. This is the chance you have, friend.
I would like to cast a spell.
I would like you to roll for initiative. Let's begin it, guys.
Are you kidding me?
Have you rolled above a 10 today?
No.
Here. This
No, I
dice
have
hates me.
I have 4 more dice.
That dice hates me but likes other people.
Would you like my purple die?
Culla, the gay dice. Has it been
No,
rolled?
it rolled a not 1.
No!
I have a green
Here,
die.
do you want to trade? Pick your
The
poison.
painter.
I don't want
Randolph
your
Crawford.
dice.
Okay.
You can have some.
Ooh!
I'm gonna try the purple die. Manus purple die. Then I'll try your purple die.
Fair enough.
Laurentius.
18.
What's your dexterity modifier?
1.
My.
10.
I have a PHP.
Ismene?
Realnor got a 17 and I got a 15.
Nice.
Nice.
Ililier?
10. That's the plus.
Your dex is higher than mine. I'm not even going to ask.
It's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go first.
I'm sorry.
Dexterous guy. For a professor.
It's fine.
Laurentius, I would like you to make me a strength saving throw as his eyes flare, a small pulse near his temple. Flash of green
7.
light. A 7. Laurentius, you are pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
He's then going to close the door, use his movement, moving closer in towards you, Ismene. Canticia, we must go. Upstairs, please. And he's going to just gently place his hand on your shoulder. He's not like grappling you.
Yeah.
And is just using that was his bonus action to shove. He's then going to begin walking up towards the stairs with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's his turn.
I'd like to be in front of him.
Totally fine. He will absolutely allow this. The staircase itself, narrow, leads upstairs is his study, which is filled with all sorts of odd trinkets and odds and ends. We're then going to go to Laurentius. Laurentius, the door in front of you has been fully closed, but it's not locked.
Try the door.
Yeah. Walking up, you're able to push open the door. You see that this blue Aarakocra, this you were told beforehand in the hour preceding, Ismene, it's Canticia, and the painter are quickly pushing up. As you enter, you see his ring is glowing so brightly. This man is in combat mode.
Cool. Me too. I would like to cast a spell. I'm going to.
Before you tell me what the spell is,
Sure.
tell me what the spell is. I rolled a natural 20 on my identification here.
Scorching Ray. I'm casting it using Quicken Spell.
I am not going to counterspell.
Okay.
You watch as he takes his body, kind of putting himself between you and Ismene, and is going to take the 3 shots.
3 shots. Scorching Ray. Ooh, ouch. That hurts. I think only one's going to hit because the highest I rolled was a 20, and then the other one is a 13 and a 9.
Almost 2 hits, but not quite. There's gonna be 1 hit. Roll that damage for me. You immediately emerge, firing these bolts. They strike against some of the edges. As they fire out, one of them hits him. The other 2 striking against the side of the structure. Not setting it on fire. We're fine.
4
There.
points of damage.
4 points of damage to Randolph.
Tough.
And then I'll use my action to cast Eldritch Blast.
Firing out with those bolts of force.
Do you want to trade dice?
17 and a 11.
17 is a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
That one is 14 points of damage.
14.
Nice.
Much better. This professor, this middle-aged man, kind of walking away with this Aarakocran woman.
And I would-
struck. You knock him over partially. He turns to you and reaches his hand and touches a bookcase.
If I
Not doing
can,
anything yet.
if I can, I want to get up like in his face, like with it, like right next to him.
Because of the push, because of he's moving at the same speed, you're able to get close to him. You could definitely get in melee with him next turn. Not a problem.
No, yeah, I just want to get as close to him as
Yes,
possible.
you get really close. Blade at the ready.
Yep.
Excellent. As you kind of walk into the room, a couple things around here. There's a lot of bookshelves in here, but also you can see that there are rows and rows, like on the walls, there's rows of instruments that have been put up, and you can see that quickly kind of looking around, there's just generally a lot of different places of like soft seating. There are these places there's an odd chair here that you've seen before, someone performing a harp, a little stool, like a musician's boutique down here, but there are also several bookshelves. On the far end of the room is a fireplace. You can see that it is currently lit. There's a small kettle that has been set upon it. Above it, this ebony shield is actually mounted on the wall. And on both sides of it, you see a portrait, one of Canticia, one of Randolph.
This guy needs to let it go.
Yeah.
All right, continuing on. It's going to be Ralnor, then Ismene.
Ralnor's gonna come in as far as he can and stamp his little feet because he can't reach. He's got 35 feet of movement.
He
Can't
comes
get
on
there.
in and looks up. And looks at the bird. That's his turn.
My turn?
Yes,
Take-
Ismene, what would you like to
Take
do?
a couple steps up the stairs.
Yeah. You see that you see that Randolph looks up to you. Go, my love, and places his hand. You watch as he's starting to cast spells. Not mechanically yet, but he's doing something downstairs. What would you like to do? You're 5 to 10 feet. How far do you want to be from him?
Oh shoot, I can't.
What do you want? You can use your words with him. What do you want?
What are you doing? What are...
I'll be fine. I have to hold them off. Get upstairs.
I can't
He's
handle
trying to
this
protect
anymore.
you.
Yeah, I can't handle this anymore. I take a couple steps up the steps and just 3 scorching rays
Oh
right into him. I'm not dropping my form.
Yeah.
So psychological damage.
Exactly.
Absolutely horrified
Where it
and
Fuck
not
this guy.
prepared for it.
But don't live.
And I'm going to spend a sorcery point.
figuratively.
Yes, Ismene Callister is spending her first sorcery point on.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point on
What, he took meta magic?
I took a meta magic adapt on empower to reroll 5 damage dice if they don't look good.
Yeah. Ismene, I like to make the first one of these with advantage due to him being so surprised. Just giving you a little bonus here.
That will be
Just keep the better and keep rolling so you can tell me all of them.
be 17.
That's a hit.
Then a natural 20 and a 15.
All 3 of those hit.
So that'll be 6 plus 7, 8 of them. So I'm good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What have you done?
Do you need any?
Oh, I have fireball dice.
Did you
Okay.
upcast it?
No, I get a natural 20.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
no,
I
this
forgot about
is good. We want this. We love this. This is, no.
2d6.
2d6.
I'm not
2d6.
And you may re-roll
5 of them.
5 of them.
1, 2, 3. That's not me.
Do you want me to take them off?
I don't think I want to reroll the 4s because that's above average.
Right, you don't want to re-roll force.
So I can reroll up to 5. So I'm gonna roll those. Those are 2 lower. That's 1 higher. So that's 10, 25, 7, 8, 9, 30 points of fire damage.
As you strike against him, the outer part of his robes burning away, he looks up, screaming out, "Why? My love! Why would you do this? After what they've done to you?"
I have to stop you.
What is your spell save DC 17 or higher?
16.
He just looks at you. There's sorrow, confusion, and a flash of recognition. Not yet. I must be more patient. We'll keep on going. That's going to be a Lilia. Ma, you're on deck.
I imagine I can't get there with dashing. Like in melee.
You can absolutely get there with dashing and melee.
Okay. I'm gonna dash.
Lilia, dead sprints. Lilia, you like leap in over a couch, sliding over the top of it, brandishing your blade, running right up next to our dear
Yeah.
Thorn here. Thorn, you were 5, 10 feet.
10 feet.
You're very close.
Let's say, yeah.
And she used her action to dash.
Got it.
It's very different.
So I dash, and then as I get there, I'm not gonna be able to swing because I used my action, but
You can shoulder him a little bit. And that hits him.
Yeah.
You hit him in the chest. He knocks him into the wall.
and then I'm gonna ignite my weapon with
That's
light.
scary, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there and just ignite my weapon with lightning. and just go, this ends here.
He looks out, confusion, anger, but he's like looking at Canticia, looking at Ismene. He looks back to all of you, and you watch as this man just changes. Not his body, but just his demeanor, the way he looks as the ring just keeps glowing brighter and brighter. In a strange twist of fate, Connor, I need you to put me down for a natural 1 for my second initiative. It's Randolph's turn.
Wait, my turn.
It's my turn.
It's worked
You
so
and
well.
Randolph.
I can cast
Every time.
Scorching Ray as well.
No!
Yeah.
All of your people, your rays of scorch.
I would like to tell everyone that I'm vulnerable to fire damage. Do not let me on fire.
2 15s and a 20.
15 is exactly the AC.
Just a
Nice.
natural
3.
20?
No.
20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Good shots. Go ahead and roll those damage. Also, I didn't
You need some
make it
D6s?
clear, but
Okay.
all of this damage seems to be working. He appears to be a human. As you're striking against him, burning away the outside of his robes. Just like you can see the top of this, you can see bits and pieces of his like somewhat, like you can already turning pink skin as being burned by these bolts of flame. Roll that damage.
28.
Oh!
He got touched a little.
It just works so well.
I have not lost my Paragon pool. We're fine.
Oh, he's got one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I don't want to come in
It
and
only
just be
takes
like
hold
inside
back
the
anymore.
doorway.
It was took us 38
You fully are able to
seconds.
get inside, and there's no like he's not getting past you easily with the size of this room.
You'll remember we can't
We're-
kill him.
Yeah.
No,
Why
we
not?
can.
No, we can't.
Why?
We
We're
can.
supposed to bring him in person.
You can
and
kill him,
live,
right?
but-
I can kill him.
We're in the middle of this. It's Randolph.
We were ordered by the crown not to kill him.
To try our best not to kill him.
Yeah.
It is Randolph's
Try
turn.
hard, but it's okay.
He watch. As he's kind of standing there, he like breaking eye contact finally from you, Ismene. He looks around and just begins clutching his wrist, holding the ring tightly in his fist, and is going to begin casting a spell.
I will try to counterspell it.
Sure. He places his hand once more on the bookshelf. Now, I need you to do me a favor, as I'm going to need you to subtract a d6 from any skill check you make within 30 feet of Randolph. As in here, as you begin casting the spell, please tell me that was a 6 on that die.
It was a 5. I got it.
5?
So it's just intelligence?
This is so this is the counter spell check. I believe it's actually it's all
It's just
your
intelligence.
spellcasting.
So it's a 9.
It's a 9. That's not going to do it.
No, it's not.
You watch as 10 books burst from the shelves and begin flying through the air as he casts animate objects. Yeah, Clella, I'm doing this to you.
This is not fair.
This is
That's my spell.
that character's gone.
Ella's never cast that spell.
We're going to go ahead.
And she never will.
We're going to split these up. There are 4 party members. We're going to go ahead swinging them out. It's going to be 2, 2, 2, 2, and then, you know what? 2 extra at Canticia,
Are
actually.
you counting books as tiny objects?
These are, in fact, tiny objects.
Bring it.
We're fucked.
No, we're not.
All right.
Contingency.
1 and 2. Looks like 1 hit on you. You got to remember that part. Cool.
Okay.
3 and 4. 1 hit on you. My
19?
I hit 19. Or only 18 on that.
Okay.
16?
Nope, AC 19.
No. Both of those are going to miss you. That's 6. I got 4 for you, Canticia.
Yeah. Okay.
A natural 1 and a natural 7.
Bad breakup.
A natural 9 and a natural 7.
No.
He looks up with horror, throwing these books up the stairs, but can't quite bring himself. They fly past you as you stand there, confident. 1 hit for each of you guys, is that correct? Mm-hmm. The rest of you, I should say.
Just us.
Thorn?
Just this 2.
Oh, just you 2. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thorn, 7 points of damage. This is bludgeoning damage. And Lilia, this is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna reduce it. And
It's not a melee attack.
oh.
It is a melee attack. I'm a drunk. Don't listen to me. This is water, but still.
You can try.
Well, yeah, it goes away.
You go ahead.
I can roll.
The
but I
book
don't
coming
have
towards
to.
you watch as the Varatian dialectics fly towards your skull, a huge dragon on the cover, and you're able to slap the book out of the air. It spirals and begins flying around, coming around for another pass, but not for a little bit longer. We're going to go to the top of the round, and that's Randolph. Ismene, I need you to make me a strength saving throw. As a bonus action, I'm going to telekinetically shove you. I'm pushing a wizard down the stairs.
Hey.
I rolled. I got a
Yeah.
10.
A 10.
10.
Perfect. You watch as,
France.
provoking an attack of opportunity from Ililia, he begins walking up the stairs.
Yes.
Part of the way. As you're able to bring down, swinging, Ililia, you watch Ismene falling, tumbling down the stairs here. You take no damage. This is flavorful.
Oh, I was willing to take damage for
You're
that.
fine. You're fine.
You can't take damage from that.
Huh?
It failed you.
Telekinetic shield.
No,
Can't
it
take
did not
damage.
fail
It
me.
doesn't do damage by default, and I don't like buffing.
Okay.
Does 27 hit?
27 does hit. You're able to slice through, rending the last bit of this poor burned cloak from his body, exposing a good chunk of his right shoulder.
Do you think separate?
I need none of this separate. All of this
Love
works.
to hear it.
Yeah.
That's going to be 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. That's not good for me.
Also, 19
He
on
is-
the die.
He is struck, and you watch as he begins
Passes the
staggering,
test.
tired. No, we have to find a way. We will find a way. Like, he begins talking to himself as he goes up, and he begins casting another spell, holding in his hand. As meaning to let you know because your passive arcane score, he's casting a first level spell and holding it.
I also already used my reaction.
You did. At the top of the stairs, he's going to end holding this spell in his hand. That is Laurentius.
He's like
15 feet up the
10,
stairs.
15? Okay.
Clear line of sight, no cover.
I'll do Quicken Spell again.
I don't appreciate what you do.
Casting a 3rd level spell.
Ooh.
I have to concentrate on the spell I'm holding, though. This is very rude.
And I want to get... I don't want to get, like, right in melee with him, but some, like, maybe 10 feet away.
What? So I need to do one at a time. Are you casting a spell first, or are you moving first?
I would move and then cast.
Okay. Do you get on the stairs?
Yes.
I need you to make me a dex save as I cast grease on the stairs.
That's my brand.
17.
17 is a pass. You are not knocked prone. The stairs just become difficult terrain.
That's fine.
You are able to gummily, because of how, all your movement last turn, you are able to still get into melee if that's your goal, but just barely get there at the end.
Well, I guess I can get in the melee because I can still cast this spell in melee.
Sure.
And I'm casting Psionic Blast. I want to try to hit as many of those books and him as possible in my 30-foot cone.
That's so good. Can I have 3d20?
Yeah, you can have this one, and the Aaron Draw die, and Amanda's dice.
Okay, Aaron Draw die is the one that really matters. Natural 3. That's what we will have to say. So I will say, good news. Pretty sure I passed your save with a 19.
Yeah.
Which one?
Randall. Oh, my blue.
So you just you'll take half,
Aaron Draw that.
and you're not knocked.
More importantly, the building begins to sing.
The building sings.
As the
Wait, can I have your dice?
yeah, you can have all your dice back. Give me, I don't want any of these dice. They're gross.
30.
They roll poorly.
30-foot cone. Each creature in the area makes a dex save. On a failed save, target takes 5d8 force damage, is pushed 20 feet directly away, and knocked prone.
You shatter tables, bookshelves. You watch as it looks like some old pottery begins to gets just demolished. You see a chandelier made of these long, thin strips of ancient this bamboo-like substance burst, and you watch as throughout the room tiny little dots of green light begin to glow brightly and release
That was
this
14,
low
right?
hum.
Just making sure.
The house shudders. A guttural sound as the beams bend and crack ever so slightly.
So just 14 points of force damage to anyone that failed, and then half that to anyone that succeeded.
14 points of damage. And that is going to remove his second turn in the round.
And
Yeah.
he acted already?
He
right?
did.
Okay. Oh, I mean, he saved, right? So he didn't get pushed away?
He already saved. He is
Cool.
standing here at the top of the stairs. You're
I can get
you're right
melee?
in the stairs in front of him.
I can get in melee?
You're in melee with him. Yes.
Great. I'll swing at him with my sword.
All right. You see him kind of bringing up his hands in defense. It doesn't look like he carries a weapon.
Casting Booming Blade.
Can use a cantrip because of how the quicken spell.
18 plus 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hilariously hits. And a shimmering field of thunder appears around of just this
Oh, wait.
vibrating force appears around him.
So 14. 18 points of damage.
18 more points of damage, and he is looking incredibly hurt from that. You know that you've already done quite a bit of damage to him, and it seems like he's becoming more and more unhinged. He's stopped talking and is now just focusing on what can he do here.
Cool.
That is then going to be Ralnor's turn. Ralnor, being a speedy little bugger, is fast enough to get up there if you'd like. Meaning.
Like from try to get up there, but there's the grease.
Grease only has to save when you cast it.
Oh.
Pathfinder is the one where you fall constantly.
Right.
Yeah, so he's able to. He takes all of his movement, is able to basically squeeze through the legs of the people at the top of the stairs. I have no weapon with which to stab down.
He will make a chomp.
Gonna bite at the painter's leg.
22 to hit.
It's a hit.
He will make a horn attack. 14 to hit does not hit.
It's not
so
hit.
It'll be.
Laurentius. Suddenly, a creature bursts from between your knees and bites him in the leg. Ah! Just
It'll be
cries out. Someone else got bit for once.
Yes.
6 points.
6 points of damage. That all seems to be effective there.
Good job, Ron.
Nice.
He kind of shakes his leg until Ralnor falls off to the side and then gets his heckles up, ready to fight some more. That is then going to be Ismene's turn. Elle, you're on deck, then Mai.
Cool. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray again.
Okay, I am going to give him just he's got a small cover bonus because he is at the top of the stairs. There's Laurentius between you. Totally fine.
11 doesn't hit. 14 doesn't hit. That'll be 19.
A 19 will hit even with that partial bonus cover.
And it is
Cover bonus.
upcast because I don't have enough to not
I
upcast.
should have got like low profile or something. Danger sense maybe?
Only 9 points of damage for a 3rd level spell slot.
9 points of damage.
Took an eight,
Okay,
took it.
not great. As you're firing up there, you're just doing your best not to
Took
hit
it.
Laurentius. And also, as the house kind of trembles, you see the light up there. Though there is candlelight, it's mostly getting drowned out by just small green points of these points of green-white light that are filling the room. This familiar energy you've seen before, bleeding emeralds. By the look of it, a lot of them. It is then going to be Ililie's turn.
Okay. Seeing that Thorn is facing him at the top of the stairs, I'm going to push up.
Do you want to make an acrobatics check to try to get over everything?
Yeah, I would really like to get to
All right,
the other side of him.
Here's what we'll do. You can go up there and just kind of try to squeeze, because he's standing there, you wouldn't be able to stand and get melee this turn.
Yeah.
Or you can try the acrobatics check. Failure,
Acrobatics.
you might have it on your ass. Success, you end up the other side and get it flanking.
Okay, acrobatics. I got
Do it.
this.
Come on, you got this. This is your whole thing.
22.
22 is a success.
Sweet.
Leaping up, you kind of bounce between the two walls and leap over your friend. It's not quite as impressive as like the boat bomb maneuver that happened quite a while back.
Never as impressive as the boat
As the
bomb.
boat bomb.
Sorry, I couldn't turn a boat into a bomb.
You flip over and find yourself on the other side. He seems surprised. And as your blade is here, now it's reflecting all of the light. There's just this high-pitched hum that has begun to ring out. And you can't help but see it almost seems like the building is swaying like a boat on the ocean. What would you like to do? That was
well,
just your movement.
as I see it,
Mm-hmm.
to Randolph will say, it seems like I'm on one side and my good friend Thorn's on the other side.
You're both on the side of her.
We're on opposite sides of you currently, physically. Would you say I'm flanking?
I would say you're flanking. He would say that you're a dog of Perkins. So
Fair. This is some really Victoria-looking dice, by the way.
I will have her back. And no matter how many of you they send after me.
Cool. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds as a 2nd level spell and imbue it into my weapon.
I'm going
and
to cast
swing at
Counterspell.
him. Bitch.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off real quick.
Still uses my... I only have so many of those. Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
That was my
I'm gonna go-
last
that's
ability time to do that.
My last reaction. I only have one of those now.
Okay. So I'm gonna just swing with advantage, I guess.
I'm just going to swing with my sword with advantage, 3d20s.
Oh, wow.
What is that, like a 1, 2, 5?
3, 5, 6.
13 at the highest.
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's a miss.
14 at the highest.
14 is a miss, unfortunately. AC is 15.
I'm gonna swing again?
Okay, using your extra attack.
I've run out of d20s.
Yo, Clulla. I got you. Betray her. Wipe her out.
Do it.
Do it.
Pick my dice carefully. That's so wild.
There is a 1 in there.
There is a natural
count,
1 on
though.
there.
Does not count.
Yeah, a 23 is still gonna hit.
Super hit.
Yeah, okay.
Striking down, all your damage going through. You try to stab into this man once more.
9 points of damage. I'm on, off my game. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening.
I haven't done that much damage either. It's fine.
9 points of damage. That's
Nine
good.
points
third
of
level
That's not
spell slot
very
to do
much,
9 points of
honestly.
damage.
If that could be my turn, your friends have kind of surrounded. There's Ralnor, there is Lilia, and Laurentius are all right around this guy. So if you're using an attack roll, just know he's got a bit of cover here.
I'm gonna do something y'all haven't seen before. I'm gonna tap my staff twice and cast Moonbeam with the staff.
How dare you? What happens with Moonbeam?
You have to make a Constitution save because of right.
A beam of light harmlessly passing by your elven ally bathes you in a warmth that you haven't felt since leaving home.
Please let me swing my sword better this time.
I'll make a con save.
I'll be really good. I won't, but
This is a math 20.
Okay, so to pass, so you'll take 8 points of radiant damage.
8 points of radiant damage, and I believe the spell you can keep doing
It's a
this.
minute long. Yeah.
Emanating from your staff, is that what we want to describe
It's
it?
coming
Or
from
it's
the
a-
sky. It looks like the moon is shining down on him.
The light passing through here. Those of you who are around who can see the structure kind of swaying, this weird effect that's happening here. In the light, there's nothing.
it's not very common for us to see actual pure moonlight.
Nope. No, not at all.
So, thank you.
That is the end of the round, Mai. Are you done? So you're at the bottom of the stairs. You don't
Yeah.
want to deal with it. You're
I'm
slowly
not going up
walking.
the
Oh,
grace.
okay, yeah.
No.
Perfect. That's going to be Randolph's turn.
You're surrounded.
You're surrounded.
Just sit down. You look so tired.
We could slide down the stairs together.
Yeah.
The musical instruments.
Yeah.
They're really cute. We'll tie a pillow
I will
to
begin
you.
casting a spell. Ismene, you recognize this spell. It is Thunder Wave. I am currently upcasting it. It is a 3rd level Thunder Wave.
That's a con save, right?
It would be a con save.
I'll just stop him from doing it.
I'll be alright. I have a +8 to that.
You don't have to make a check for that. Okay, with that failure, I'm going to go ahead and have to... Then, bonus action. Laurentius, I'm going to push you down the stairs.
Okay. Strength save?
Mm-hmm. Strength save, please. I'm going to need a dex save from Ismene.
Oof. 8. 10 or 5?
Huh?
10?
10. I'm pushing you. Yeah, you get pushed down the stairs.
9.
Okay.
9. You bump into Ismene, the two of you are prone. Just the two of you just fully in a heap.
It's like a
Push.
cartoon fight.
And kind of seeing this, he's going to slowly begin, he's roughing it down the stairs, provoking from both Ralnor and Ililie.
I'm jealous.
Trapped, trying to find his way
Trying
out.
to use tactic of storing
I'm
my
just
dice.
jealous because his shove is better than mine.
It is. He does have a better shove.
5 feet
Don't have
further.
shove envy.
I have shove envy.
Math 20.
Math 20, that's a hit. Roll the damage. Huh?
Ralnor doesn't hit. Ralnor doesn't hit.
Okay.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. He is looking so hurt, and as you strike him once more, you watch as he's walking down the stairs, bleeding. You see that the handrail curves upwards, turning into like a pirouette. It's just spiraling into itself. You watch as the wall on one side of it dents inward, kind of breaking and shattering and splintering in unnatural ways. He's hurt. Things are getting strange. And it's Laurentius' turn. He makes his way, going down the stairs, kind of slipping and sliding. He's kind of just stepping awkwardly over the party here and is walking towards the front door. He's still well within everyone's line of sight.
Is upstairs still being crazy?
Yeah. The building seems wrong.
Whack.
I'll
Laurentius.
stand up. And I'm going to quicken spell.
Don't tell me what the spell is. I'm going to try to identify the spell again. Is it fourth level or lower?
Yes.
What spell is it?
Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray? Are you casting it at 3rd level?
I'm casting it at 2nd level.
I'll let it happen.
All right. Scorching Ray, quicken spell. Looks like 2 hits coming in.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, 17. It's 3 hits. Sorry. So
You know
lowest
what?
is 17.
I'll shield.
Okay.
AC is 20.
What was that on? 14.
Yeah. 11, 9, 14.
So 19, 22.
Okay, so 1 hits.
1 hits.
1 hit.
Cool.
My AC is 20 for a round.
Cool.
His meaning is like, he used his reaction.
So pathetic. 3 points of fire damage.
3 points of fire damage. You strike against him. He seems resolved. His ring glowing brighter. His eyes, though, are what the strange thing is. They're glowing with flames. And you hear just the sound of breathing in the back of your mind, Laurentius. The entity is watching what's happening here.
Action, Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, shoot him.
I need to start doing melee attacks.
A 1 and a 2.
No,
Assuming those
all right.
don't hit.
We're going to keep on going. Ralnor is Meanie. Ralnor able to make his way down and make his 2 attacks.
Yeah, we'll do that. Clear dice for Chomp. Chomp is gonna be
20 is the AC for both.
It'll be 21 for Chomp. Horn misses.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that damage. He's too big to be grappled by him.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. He's looking haggard, bleeding, cut up, but determined. Ismene, what do you have for me?
Okay. Sorry, I was seeing what something was. It's an action, not a bonus action. I am kind of in trouble. So, is there anybody really close to him?
Closest person would be...
Ralnor.
well, the closest person would be Ralnor.
I guess I would be the next closest then.
I'm dropping a fireball.
Do it.
Fireball will hit everyone except for Lilia, who's upstairs. That'll hit the whole room.
Drop it.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
drop it. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to do careful spell,
Hell yeah.
so that five of
Advantage.
us. I think it's
You
just
get
auto.
evasion.
Yeah.
Advantage, right?
You auto succeed.
Auto succeed. Oh, okay.
They just succeed. You always take half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah,
You just
do
rolled
the other
a
way around.
natural 20 fish.
I'm doing a 4th level fireball.
I'm gonna use my first legendary resistance.
Wow, I'm so glad that I'm not in this.
I have a lot of extra hit points right now. Oh, yeah. Sure.
5, 10, 15, 20, 32, 34, 34 points of fire damage for you halved because you used
So
a legendary
16 for
resistance.
us.
17.
Yeah.
32 half is 16, right?
I thought you said 34.
And I will make
Did you say
a
34?
constant.
Is 32 or 34?
34.
Oh, okay.
I passed.
I was like, but 4.
I heard
Seven.
32.
My brain was like, I'm just wrong
The
with
man
math.
takes a step haggard forward, turning towards all of you, just muttering under his breath. You watch as a man is standing half conscious, barely awake.
He doesn't seem that worried.
He seems angry, furious, confused.
Yeah.
Like he was just in a state of peace and then wasn't. It's been moments for him. It's been less than a minute since he had everything he could ever want.
69.
It is shut up, Connor.
HP.
Ililie. He has moved past the stairs. You're at the top of them. What would you like to... You're gonna jump downstairs like a little kid, aren't you?
What? You think I would jump down the stairs with a big sword in my hand to
I will tell you.
attack someone?
DC 16 acrobatics check. That's what I'm giving you for this.
Okay, I'll try it.
You succeed on this. I'll give you advantage. If you
Okay.
fail,
I have a
you're not
friend.
getting to him.
I have a friend.
There's not much room in the dice jail over there.
Who gave you my die?
I
Put
just
it-
found this in my pocket.
Put
It's
it,
weird.
put it in the dice jail.
Sorry for peeking the mic. I got excited.
I actually really could feel this though. Okay, totally had faith in you. That's 19.
It's not a hit.
No, to jump down the stairs.
Oh. That is a success. I'm so sorry. You almost beefed it. Leaping down, you hit this like
Still loving on the dot.
partially damaged. One of the bookshelf is bent over almost 90 degrees. You land on top, leap, and go ahead and make this first attack with advantage as you try to slice down
Cool.
Randolph. Now, are you attacking lethally or non-lethally?
Non-lethally.
Cool.
I just want to electrocute him a little bit.
Sure. Oh, he can have a little electrocution
Sure,
as a
sure.
treat.
Math 20.
A math 20. Roll that damage.
12. So hard to do math. I have another swing if that wasn't enough.
Oh, no. It was enough.
What did I do? He's gonna like become a green
You got to
energy
teleport
monster or something.
There's this.
Suddenly the kaiju appears.
Not again.
Not again.
It was so hard
You
last time.
strike him down. There is disbelief on his face. Your blade strikes against his chest, and then quickly a second hit from the pommel, hitting him in the chest, knocking the wind out. And he falls backwards, striking his back against the wooden floors of his own home, cracks appearing as the floor shatters like glass.
What?
As you're watching him,
No.
as he begins to fall into his own floor.
Can I
you
reach
see
out?
him, yeah.
For
Reaching
him?
towards him, you watch as a drop of rain falling to your side. A single green crystal. And another fragment of wood as the structure shatters.
What?
And you fall.
Wait,
Wait,
I cast back. Wait. Let me
Just
look.
What do you do? What do you do, Clola?
Just L?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
This
I
is-
didn't prepare Featherfall. I'm so mad at you. It's your fault.
You watch as the floor breaks.
I don't have Featherfall.
Beneath
I don't have
it,
Featherfall.
a dull gray haze, like
Who prepares that
smog,
Just kidding.
B.
cracks. Ililia, you reach out to try to grab this man. Go ahead and really quickly, I need you to make me an initiative roll. It's just your speed as you're trying to go for it. Reaching out towards him.
9.
9. This man slips through your fingers. You pull towards him, plucking a single thread of this little like ribbon that was attached to what was left of his cloak. This mark of Southminster University. He falls, and you fall along with him. The rest of you watch as crack, crack, crack. The building expands outwards like a sinkhole, considerably more aggressive. What are you doing in these moments as they're rapidly approaching? Is there anything said, anything done, any last second action?
I grab Ralnor and go like
Oh,
this.
fuck.
Grab Ralnor.
I just sigh and say, shit.
Moon Mother be with us.
Does Ismene have her face, or do you have?
No, I'm still a bird.
You are allowed to drop the spell if you want to, but you can keep
No,
it if you like.
I need the spell because I'm about to run out of spell slots and I have it for other purposes.
I hate that. I love it.
Okay.
You
In
hold
case I have
Ralnor
water.
close to you. You pray to the Moon Mother. As you kind of look up, you watch as the ceiling collapses. You can see past it the same gray smog. But beyond it, the moon, shrouded partially in a blue haze like it has always been. It's exceptionally bright as you begin to fall. Laurentius, did you have anything in this moment besides, oh shit?
Shit. And then
You're cascading through the air with all of these tiny emeralds.
Get a straw as we're sucking them up.
I'll use.
Spread out your cape.
They're really small
I know.
fragments, like tiny fragments, but there are hundreds of
I'm
them.
just gonna touch the misplacer patch, and just activate that. Just
You
in
cast
case.
displacement on yourself.
Yeah. Blur.
You cast blur. Yeah. No, not displacement, but
Yeah.
you begin to blur as you fall. Passing through the fog, you eventually see a doorway to a home, far too large for a man such as Randolph. You see the ground swiftly approaching on what appears to be a small platform. But rather than finding yourself quickly meeting your end as you hit the dirt, you slow and are able to land somewhat gracefully in a strange place. As I begin to describe it, Alex, can I have the bigger camera?
What?
You find yourself in a small snippet of land, surrounded by endless fog. A stone archway at the top of the hill. Go ahead and place yourselves. Separated about a quarter of the way across here.
Can I ask? Does
You put me next to Ralnor because we fell together.
Yes, please.
Just on
Right here?
the far left.
Yeah.
Around you, there's stone steps leading to the archway. The archway itself wreathed in these strange runes written in an old tongue.
We passed an archway one time heading from Coppersbeck to Eltz. Does this look like that archway?
You're referring to the archway back when there was a fork in the road before?
Yeah.
No, that's
Okay.
much...
Just curious.
Wow.
No,
Cinematic
but-
parallels, though.
Very-
That was a
But
deep
once
pull.
again,
Yeah.
there are but a couple of adventurers and an archway. The rain has slowed, the emeralds themselves falling to the sky and plinking against the ground here. Looking outwards, the fog slowly begins to become more light gray, then eventually a grayish purple hue. But the moon above still gives a brilliant beam of light, as your spell has not been dismissed.
Where's our boy?
A pool of blood. You can't help but notice. A large pool of blood on the side of this. Perhaps the remains of Randolph. It's too wide, it's too fresh to be anything else, but there's no body and you didn't cut him that badly. And a creature steps through the doorway.
When I said green mist monster.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was right. I've never been right about anything.
You've never been this right about anything in your life.
I've never.
I am going to spread you guys out, however.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
We put Laurentius in the blood.
And Kill L.
L dies.
L is
She
obliviated.
goes, I'm right, and then she dies.
Is L obliviated?
Oh. Give him your bicycle.
Here you go.
Stepping out
Sure, whatever.
is a creature unfamiliar to you. Lizard-like features, these long tendrils descending from the top of its scalp. It looks like a dragonborn, but its robes, its skin, the staff it wields, all appear forged of crystal. This gem-like creature steps out and looks at each of you. And while you may not know the face at first, the fury you've seen. This could have been fine. You could have left!
Are you gonna become a green crystal monster?
I think I'm still purple. I think I'll be okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tell me when I have an action.
I would like you all to roll for initiative.
I liked my initiative.
I love the green dye. Or green dye. The orange dye. It's great.
No!
That's gonna be the worst.
Another natural one for me.
Do
Yeah,
you want a
same.
different dice?
I guess we'll be going at the same time again.
You're bonded.
I don't have... No, I rolled 2 initiatives.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Sick.
Laurentius?
2.
You're going last.
Yeah, I figured.
4.
What's your dexterity modifier?
0.
You're going before Laurentius.
Oh, really? 2's more, or 4's more than 2? Really?
Math is so crazy like that.
Ismene?
Relnor got a 17 again, and I got a 5.
You're going before Randolph's second turn, it's fine.
Hey, you're going before Thorn.
Going before mine.
Lilia, please.
19.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
what I thought.
Yeah, I have the orange dye.
Nice.
19 for Lilia. Before we have you go, I want to explain a couple of things. As you stand here in this strange place, Elt itself gone from you, this unfamiliar architecture, pools of strange, caustic-looking, bilious slime dribbling down the edges of some of these panels, these rocks here. You see a collection of small structures around, small collections of fruits, almost like offerings piled together with withered, the fruits long since rotted through, flowers wilted. This place is old, abandoned, decayed, but wrong. There's a wrongness to what you see here. And pushing outwards, outside of this small platform, is this abyss of gentle purple-gray fog. For movement, over the course of this encounter, we talked about this a little bit, I've talked about how we do without grids before, but generally speaking, you can move roughly the length of the short side or half the length of the long side, and you can go up and down at will. If you're in difficult terrain, half that. We're just eyeballing it here. Mm-hmm. But El, you have it first. He steps out holding this green staff aloft. You can see it's filled to the brim with arcane might. The battle is on.
Okay. Does this feel like the last time we left the plane?
What do you mean?
When we went with Scobrin to
You asking if it feels like the Feywild?
yeah, just feels otherworldly. Like,
You can give me an Arcana check.
This place looks very weird.
It's very weird. It's you know
I
what? It
thi-
does not pass the vibe check.
Yeah, I'm getting bad vibes. I got a natural 1.
Not going for a while.
This
I'll
place
be
is
back.
weird. You're not sure.
Okay. I'm gonna move forward. I'm guessing this is difficult terrain.
Nope,
Cool.
It's half the distance.
Is my weapon burst?
Everything is still active. It's been about. It's been very short. All your abilities are still up here.
Okay.
Charging up. All you can hear here is your footsteps, which echo and reverberate over and over and over as you charge up, blade in hand.
Do we have to fight?
He is beginning to cast a spell on you.
Okay, I will swing my sword.
You try to strike at this emerald dragonborn.
Another natural 1. 16.
16 no longer hits Randolph Crawford.
I don't think this is Randolph Crawford.
Well, that's what that's actually not what my sheet says. I'm a liar.
Randolph Crawford is a lizard person.
You can't just say that, babe. We can't talk about lizard people on the channel. Remember what happened last time?
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
They came out of the woodwork.
Uh,
Interesting.
L.
Okay.
So 16 was the higher of the two?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was.
Not 1, 16.
Okay.
I
Is
rolled
it gonna
two
be
nat ones away.
Ralnor's turn. Is there a
Oh.
place to place Ralnor closer to him?
I think so.
Are you sending Ralnor after him or not? Ismene, it's your decision.
I'm gonna wait a turn with Ralnor. Ralnor doesn't do enough damage for me to put him in this much risk.
Ralnor will dodge, just standing there, ready
Ralnor's
to
going to
dodge
dodge.
out of the way. Absolutely
I'm
fine.
going to dodge.
It is then going to be Randolph's turn. Randolph staying here, looking,
I need to see
looking.
what he does.
This creature
I'll
looking
be a
at you.
sacrificial lamb.
You just hear that second voice that you had heard previously. No, 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 no! It wasn't supposed to go like this! Hefting his staff aloft. This first turn, he's going to do two things. He's going to go ahead and start by swinging his gem staff at you, Olivier.
Okay.
Make one attack with this die.
Okay.
It's a 22 hit. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no.
All right.
I'm gonna shield.
As he strikes down with his gem staff, treating it like it's a maul, it hits your shield that you conjure, and you hear as it reverberates outwards, there is like this strange effect as behind you on the stonework, there's a slice in the ground that appears on both sides of your shield. As he strikes down, he's going to then, as a bonus action, telekinetic shove. Make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
5.
It betrayed you.
I'm going to go ahead and give us a view of what happens the rest of this turn here. As he pushes you back down, I'm going to place you there. He is then going to leap and descend towards the other side. Just out of view, but certainly you can hear him.
I don't want that one.
This is so 3D.
Absolutely. It is then going to be Ismene's turn. Ismene, I'm going to go ahead and rotate us so you can better see. Where would you like to go? He's on the other side of this right now.
It looks like he said I can move half the distance of the short
Yeah, if you want to
side.
get here, you can.
Yeah,
see him.
I'd like to go up onto the rocks and see if I can see him from the rocks.
You can get here. And you can see him. As you descend, as you move closer and closer to this structure, you can't help but notice it looks to have been some sort of altar, maybe? It's hard to tell. And if it weren't for the moonlight bathing upon you from the moon above, you can feel that you've been in the presence of dark altars before.
Mm-hmm.
There's something terrible here. Something truly dreadful. But you see this strange dragonborn man. What would you like to do?
Daily, I play with the amulet for Char.
You
so-
do. You've seen bad gods.
Seen bad
stuff.
magic.
Bad, some bad magic, guys. Guys, I think the painter might be bad.
Some prime
The serial
comments right
killing
now.
kind of tipped me off that direction. How he kept mass
Just
murdering.
maybe.
Based. Actually, yeah, based and pilled.
I'm
Damn.
I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Okay.
I'm running out of spells.
Yeah.
3, 4, 4 times 3 is 12. 12 points of force damage.
12 points of force damage. Okay, striking against him. Bam, bam, bam. As it strikes, you can see that he shudders against the blows. All of that damage goes through. He does not resist force damage in this form.
Wow. I really need a free
I
action,
have a
but I don't
feeling
have
he's
free
gonna resist
actions.
something else, so I
It's
will
out.
try to avoid it.
That's my turn.
No.
I don't have anything else
yeah.
to do. I spent all my sorcery points.
We're gonna keep on going.
No.
It's then going to be Randolph's turn.
Two spells
Mai,
left.
you're next. I'm gonna go ahead.
Saving for banishment.
As an action, I'm gonna go ahead and begin casting a cantrip.
I'm not doing anything.
And you watch as he pulls back with this staff, charges up this energy, but you watch as a beam of green light spirals over his head and into the staff, and he fires 3 bolts of Eldritch Force at you.
Uh-oh.
Bitch.
I'm gonna be rolling.
He's just stealing my shit.
Yeah, he's really stepping on your brand.
Yeah.
Are you gonna turn into a gym
2
dragon?
of these
board?
look like they're gonna hit
No.
at the moment.
I'm so-
2 of
I
these
think he-
are above a 20.
I can't
Just gonna-
do anything.
Okay.
I have dermatitis and fucking.
You have to pick
D&D
the
as well.
scales. You're gonna
Not
pick up
okay.
the scales.
Not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Thorn's gonna eat it.
It's gonna be 11 points of force damage.
11 points of force damage. All 3 hit.
No, only 2 of them hit.
Okay. I'm good.
It was 11 total, so it was 2 DC 10 checks.
Right. Good.
He is then going to, as a bonus action, begin casting another spell.
11, 10,
This one's leveled spell.
7. I can't do anything.
But he already cast a cantrip. Can he only cast a cantrip?
No, because I'm using a bonus action to cast this other spell.
But you have to do the bonus action first.
That is
Yeah.
not correct. It is based upon the. You know this. I know you know this. You cast Quinn. In case you, for those of you at home, when you cast a leveled spell with a casting time of 1 bonus action, you may not cast another spell during your turn unless it is a cantrip with a casting time of 1 action. PHB. I won't pretend to know the page number. Nobody knows that.
It's in the 200s.
96. We'll see how close I was.
On footnotes.
On footnotes, sure. But he's going to cast Far Step. He's going to use a bonus action,
Slippery little bugger.
Is he a wizard?
blink over into another location. L, you can see him, but he's going to get further away from his meanie. That'll then be, it's going to be Mai and then Laurentius.
I still look.
The moonbeam onto him.
The Moonbeam. The Moonbeam feels incredibly effective here. Now, it's a con save. However, I have disadvantage on this because the moon is present.
Respect.
16?
Exactly my DC.
Okay.
I
I'll take
rolled
half damage.
9 points of damage, so 4.
Okay. But as this light strikes against him, he kind of like raises his hands, almost like there's a bit of fear covers himself up, growling. You see, even as he opens his mouth, it looks like the flesh on the inside of his mouth itself. The flesh on the inside of his mouth even is made of gem.
Can I look up and just see? Do I see stars or anything?
Look up. Give me a quick. I'm actually going to ask for a religion check here, because you look up into the sky.
Only a 10.
Only a 10? No stars, but you've never, in the past 40 years, seen the moon so clearly. There's barely any mist from where you are.
It's shining on me.
It's shining on you.
Are you 40 years old?
I'm 200.
She's not a half elf.
I'm a full elf.
Oh.
She was here during the last campaign.
I was alive during the last campaign.
Huh. Whack.
Old! You old!
Yeah, I'm old.
Damn, that's whack.
I'm going
Anyone
to
smell
cast a spell.
powder?
Just learn about old people. That stinks. Oh no.
Just playing your brain.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray. Take the shots here.
Fail, fail. Wow, all fails.
Okay. That is going to end Mai's turn. Unless, would you like to move away from him, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. That is then going to go ahead. We're going to go to Laurentius, and Elle, you're next. Laurentius, you see this man charging around. He's not very far from you. He has a little bit of cover unless you move, though. So just be careful there. Let's go ahead and rotate us once more
I would
to
like
get a better view.
I would like to move closer to him.
All right. You can go ahead and place yourself where you'd like. You getting into melee?
No, I just want to get closer, so I
Sure.
have better line of sight.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use my bonus action and consume a 2nd level spell slot to get some sorcery points back. And I'm going to use my action to cast Psychic Lance. And I'll say his name. Make me an save, please.
No! I will use my second legendary resistance. That would have been a 9.
So you're gonna pass?
I'm gonna pass, but I'm using my second one. And I will tell you, because I think it's actually better to tell your players, as you strike against him, you watch as layers of magic kind of shatter. You've seen mage armor dispelled before. It's almost like that, as another one bursts from around him. He becomes a little less, he loses some of his luster.
So 24 halved, and he's not incapacitated because he passed.
As he takes this psychic damage, there was a strange feeling each of you had, his altered presence from before. It was the same thing that made your counterspell work worse. That feature is no longer active. He feels like it's been suppressed as he was interfering with you. Anything else in your turn, Laurentius?
I stick my tongue out and give him the finger.
We're going to the top of the round. Ililie, you've got your friend who's come over here, who's attacking. He's not in melee with the boss, but what would you like to do, Clella?
I'm gonna move.
This is so fun being able to rotate it.
I'm gonna move like right here.
You sprint up, running near the this archway with the bloodied cherub at the top of it, gazing down upon you.
The lazy
Actually,
Susan of death.
Thorn, you're kind of actually in my way in like a problem.
You want to jump? Is it jump time?
I want to physically jump up the air because I want to cast a cone, but I don't want to like flavor blast my friend.
Just do it.
DC 12 acrobatics. On a fail, you still succeed at doing that, but you're going to end up prone. Deal?
Try the purple dice. Okay.
Just cast it.
It's not super hard. You're just trying to cast a spell like mid cool acrobatic stunt.
I'm down.
26. I'm
Oh.
so good at jumping.
You're good at jumping.
You burst a cone spell. What are you casting as you descend over?
Binding ice.
Huh?
Binding ice.
All right. What happens, Clella?
It's been a long time since we used this spell, so I will read it.
Assuming
A burst of cold energy emanates from me in a 30-foot cone. I would like a con save.
Happy to give you one. Ooh, that's a fail. And I
Below
will keep
14.
the fail. Yeah.
No one ever fails my DC.
5 on the die.
Cool.
He doesn't have crazy.
You're gonna take
so-
3d8 cold damage,
Okay.
and you're hindered by ice formations for 1 minute. You have speed of 0.
But I need my speech to live.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna make a concentration checks.
These are
So
D8s.
sorry. Fine.
Not bad.
And for this one, I'll be fine.
That's 14 points of cold.
14 points of cold damage. As you strike him, you see that
feel
not
great.
only is he bound to the ground, but you can see these large layers of almost chalky looking frost appears over him, slowing his movement.
It lasts for 1 minute.
Full minute. He's
Yeah.
gonna have 0 speed for a
It's
while.
not concentration.
He does maintain concentration on far step, however.
Sucks.
That is Ralnor's turn. Ralnor not attacked during that first round, but is able to move. What is this little tyke gonna do?
Move up
He's
to-
faster than you. I'll let you get to Laurentius if you want to get. Actually, I'll let you get into melee if you like.
Okay, cool.
He is faster than you guys. He's got speed of 40.
Bite is the clear die. That'll be
God, it's so cool being able to rotate this.
a 23 and a 22.
Both of those are super going to hit. You know what? I'll go ahead and shield. So it's gonna be one of those hits. Oh, 23?
23 and a
23 exactly hits with shield.
This tree looks
So
like me
that'll
on my
be-
21st birthday.
Gross. There is a rotted tree on the other side. No one's been back there, so I haven't commented on it.
Oh, 11 points of piercing damage.
11 points of piercing damage, hurting him, but he's still standing. It's hard to tell because as you bit against him, as you struck against him, you haven't seen blood. You've been hitting this crystalline creature.
And
They're
Ralnor is
chunks.
in melee with
No,
Thorn.
you haven't really pierced him.
I'm not in melee, but
No,
he-
I'm in melee with Thorn.
Yes. That's a good thing. You want
Yes,
that.
you want
It's
that.
Good.
Oh my god.
He's
Okay.
within 5 feet of you. He can protect you.
Oh, cool.
Gogo's being very
Uh,
cute.
It was
I'll mark off the
completely,
shield.
off.
Real life Ralnor is over there.
Yeah.
Our little baby.
She's got her head
It
underneath
is
her
Randolph's
pillow.
turn, and I have a speed of 0. I was gonna move and use my bonus action for something else.
It's overflowing.
So I guess I'm just gonna use my bonus action to far step.
Oh,
I bring all the ice with me. It does not fix the ice.
Does that provoke?
It does not. This is teleportation magic.
Yeah.
My wizard senses are tingling. It says, kill them.
Slay.
Slay the wizard.
It says, you see wizard, slay wizard.
What is the fun one?
Kill.
It worked. We never had any other wizards around.
It's a good
10-foot
instinct.
radius?
Good for real life.
You
Oh, yeah.
gonna
You
hit
see
the
what's-
wizard, or you gonna hit my friend?
I'm gonna hit 3 people by putting a target right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from Ralnor, Laurentius, and Alilier.
Wisdom?
Wisdom! This is a charm effect.
Advantage.
For you
Wait.
half-elf people, you have advantage on this as I cast
Sleep.
Confusion.
Oh.
Ralnor is immune to the charm effect.
This guy has no idea what Ralnor is.
I
No one does.
By the way,
I
I've been
believe I passed.
I've been rolling so poorly this time. I got excited to see a 10 on the die.
What did you roll?
Oh wait, it's a wisdom.
It's a wisdom.
I don't think I passed.
What'd you roll?
15.
Ralnor
That is
failed.
a fail.
But
Ralnor is immune to this
Well,
effect and
it's
is
immune.
not confused.
13.
Ismene and
wait.
Lilia and Laurentius.
My intelligence is 6. How confused am I?
Remind me at the start of your turns that you're confused.
Okay.
I've got the table right here. This is a very fun spell to get to use.
Confused.
Confused. More than usual, yes, Alex. Thank you. We're gonna keep on going.
Damn.
It
That's
is
a
then
lot.
going to be Ismene's turn. Ismene, you can see that he's covered in ice. You've seen these spells. You've trained with Ililia. You understand. He can only move with the spell he's concentrating on right now.
great. And he is
It's gonna be, you won't be able to get into melee with him without teleportation magic from where he is, because you can only
But I
get
can
up
see
here.
him?
From you can move a little bit to see him. Are you okay with moving a little bit?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move you like that.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I will. What level spell is this?
Cantrip.
Wisdom. I'm wise. 13.
Fail.
Fail. All right. All right.
2d12.
2d12.
That'll be 20 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
20 points of necrotic damage, and as that rings out, you can see that there's this pulse, and as he like grabs his head, the fog around here just becomes ever so lighter, less dark, less eerie to it. Make me an Arcana check.
$22.
That's 2
Smart,
successes, baby.
Wait.
You are not on the material plane.
It's 24.
You find yourself in a place known by many names, but to the academics, it is the Astral Sea.
No! No, 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 no.
You're in a
no,
place-
No, 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 not again.
Thoughts
Not again.
of dreams,
Not again.
of giant astral dreadnoughts of all sorts.
We're not doing this again.
It is the
When was the last time we were
it is
supposed
the
to see?
We
if
fought
you
the Astral
imagine
Dreadnought.
if you imagine all of the planes as islands, the astral plane is the sea that connects all of them. It is the most vast of even the infinite planes themselves, where each of the 16 outer planes
Right here.
sit.
Remember the last time I stared into it for a little while?
Yeah, I remember that session.
This is a realm controlled by thought.
Wait. We have thoughts.
These are my friends. How dare you?
I would just like to mention that I used a 3rd level spell slot to do 9 points of damage and a cantrip to do 20. So.
Whose turn was that? I'm so sorry.
Oh, this is meanie.
It is going to be Randolph's turn
Okay.
after you.
I want him to come stab me.
I'm going to go ahead.
20.
He reaches out, and you've seen this before, Thorn. As he reaches out, you feel this pressure, like when you're using your mental link. You done? And he calls out into the void. You watch as a trio of figures appear.
Nobody's
Yep.
home.
One. Oh. One.
Ooh, those look familiar.
2.
No, come on.
No.
3. These floating
No.
creatures. They're essentially beaked brains with long tentacles.
I'm gonna die.
Begin descending. Their actual tentacles thrashing about, jerking erratically.
I don't
Maybe
even.
they'll
Massive aberrations emerge from the astral sea.
maybe they'll think that I have smooth brain and they won't eat me.
Thorn, get to me.
The crazed form of Crawford leans against the archway, sighing, breathing heavily, incredibly injured, and is going to raise one of his hands. And you watch as he begins the process. You watch as holy-looking light, as positive energy begins conjuring his hand I can't cast a spell this turn. He's just beginning. That is going to be Mai's turn. Mai,
The moon redirects and hits him again.
I don't appreciate
For
that.
another con save.
You realize he's casting healing magic.
Yeah.
I would appreciate if you let me cast this.
Nope. Con save for me.
Con save? I would prefer it. I would prefer to. Oh, that is a natural 9.
For
Where did
12
you-
points of radiant damage.
Huh?
Where did you get this?
This is a Christmas ornament.
You put blood on it.
How can you put this on a tree?
No, it's like a village. I have no idea. It was so confusing. It's a really cool
The
thing.
blood
Thanks, Mom.
scares me.
Did he pop his skin
Bro,
off like a...
There's also secret. I'm sorry. There's also secret blood. Like someone got killed in that alley back there.
Hey. I have to ask.
Secret blood.
Did he pop his skin off like a meat suit
Oh, and there's an outhouse too. In case
like-
you gotta go.
Oh,
Hey.
somewhere you can relieve yourself.
and make blood go everywhere? Like,
No.
Maybe.
All right.
That confusion spell's working.
Mine.
I'm so
So I
confused.
failed. How much damage was that?
It was 12 points of radiant damage.
12 points of radiant damage. He is nearly depleted
It
after
hurt
that
itself
first
to
pool.
touch it.
He's incredibly hurt.
It's bleeding
trying
into
his
reality.
best. And I'm going to go ahead and make a concentration check.
I can just be stupid.
Did you fail your concentration check?
Legendary resistances don't work on skill checks.
They don't.
It's almost like it's resistance.
I will let you guys know. I'm in a bad spot. I'm going to tell you, I'm in a bad spot. But it's fine.
I was about to give you advantage.
And
I have to make a second one.
Jake's energy's gone. I have to give the DM advantage.
Get outta here.
No. We're gonna kick you out.
did you make 2 failed con saves?
Is that not one?
He loses concentration on confusion as well.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah!
I am normally
Thank you,
confused
Boo.
now.
That-
I can think my
Guys,
thoughts
that
once
is
more.
9 levels of the slots he just lost.
My
I
brain
was
works
gonna
the
give
same.
you advantage.
Advantage?
Why?
No, I was
Oh.
Shh, don't listen to her.
Oh, wait a second. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to spend
I
mine.
cast silence on
Reroll. No, I'm not.
Victoria.
No.
Oh, Alex canceled my bicycle that I had. I have no
Thank you,
bicycles now.
Alex.
Oh yeah, you had a bicycle.
I did have one bicycle. So
Canticia!
Canticia!
Paluticia.
Each and every one of you are supporting him. The king is bastards of the Colorless Assembly.
We're not
So
really...
much blood is on your hands.
I'm not really that political.
Hey, you're saying the same things as Zerathal.
Who?
But we thought Zerathal was right.
I also think that Randolph is right.
Who?
We know all
We're going
villains
to
know each
Laurentius.
other.
Laurentius.
Wait, no.
Oh,
I
why?
haven't done my
I forget it's not a
first.
spell to cast.
Can you make me a dex save, the weird floating thing in front of me?
I do apologize for missing you there, Amanda. My bad. Let me go ahead and make that save for you. That Grell fails.
Oh, Grail, that's what they're.
Only 6 points of fire
They look
damage.
familiar.
6 points of fire damage.
I remember.
It pulls back, its beak opening wide, its tentacles flailing horribly. But you notice that though they're very thin, they are ending with these small barbed, just little hands essentially. This little section of basically spikes at the end of a tentacle. It's flailing around in pain. It looks like it's working just fine.
Dark Alliance.
Terrible.
Gross.
Dark Alliance.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Laurentius. That man is covered in ice up top. What you got?
Well, let me double check something real quick.
I have to say, I like that ECAT put the frog, the green frog, casting Eldritch Magic in chat.
How-
That's basically what's happening.
How far away would you say these guys are, and this guy is? from
Everyone
me?
is within 60 feet of you. That guy over there is like 40 feet away. The others are within 30.
Within 30. These
Yeah.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Destructive Wave.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
I
Make me
love
some
that
con
spell.
saves.
So, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead.
6, 9. Damn.
I thought Destructive Wave was D8s.
I will cast
Isn't
a
it?
spell.
Huh?
I thought
Is it
Destructive was
D8s?
D8s.
I am casting a spell as a reaction.
I wrote it down wrong.
I
You're
will
right. It
use
is
my
D8.
last
D8s?
high
I
level
do.
spell slot. No.
I have
Am I-
6. I just
am
need.
I-
Oh, you got 4 already? Cool. I'm good.
Am I-
It's your decision. I am casting counter spell at 3rd level.
I can.
You need the damage. I'm using my last spell.
You would need to make a check, right?
I would need to. I'd need to make the check. He pulls
wait,
back
wait,
the
wait,
staff.
Make it. Oh.
Are you counterspelling his counterspell?
Yes.
I already said it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
What are you doing? You decide. What are you doing?
Are you
Oh,
sure?
I'll give you disadvantage.
I'll have disadvantage to check. As he casts it as a 4th level spell.
Are you sure?
Give him that.
Destructive Wave is a 5th level spell.
Natural 4. This die has betrayed me.
The lesbian
As he
actually
reaches
doesn't
out,
help me either.
For a
forgot I
moment,
had
he
my
pulls back the staff wreathed in energy, and he falters. And for a moment, you see him shiver, like between these two forms. You see this emerald creature, and you see a man wearing ceremonial white robes, a wedding attire. It's just a fine set of clothes, and the two fall back together.
48 points of thunder damage.
I'm sorry, 4T8?
48.
8 points of thunder damage.
Yeah.
So the L next to Mai explodes in horrible viscera and bursts into the unknown.
Noise
Gross.
it makes.
This one here on the far side, closer to Lilier, passes with a 16 or fails with a 16?
Pass with a 16.
Pass with a 16, and what happens on a success? They take 24?
Half, yeah.
Sorry, so it was 48?
48, yeah.
24. It is very hurt, it's bloodied.
And they're knocked prone if they fail.
And he will have disadvantage on his save.
Okay, I would have passed, and natural 9 for a 12.
That's a fail.
I don't.
I'm
have
gonna
any-
spend my last legendary resistance.
I figured.
Well.
I'm gonna use my last legendary
No,
resistance.
it's okay. It's okay.
No, when you spend
You
them,
s-
the good things happen.
Yeah, I lost a resource by you a resource.
No,
very
worth
good.
giving.
Oh,
No. I'm putting it
I'm not
here.
giving you advice
No.
before that.
I was
Good
just
job.
putting it here so that when I
So-
want to use it, Victoria will use it
he'll
instead,
get
and
24.
good things will
Not knocked
happen.
prone, 24.
I used two.
But more importantly,
This boy's still alive?
he loses his second turn.
Good. This Grell here still.
This girl is still alive in the back.
Just making sure.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give a slow rotation, and we're gonna pass it on to Ililie at the top of the round. What are you hoping to do this turn? You're not confused,
Okay.
but you feel for a moment that you were about to jump off into the void.
That would be bad. My mothers would be very upset.
Steal this from
Hopefully, other people would be upset. Connor, do you mind moving me up to a ledge? Or
Yeah, go ahead and bring Ililie
Here?
up. Charging up to this man, what would you like to do? I'm asking you like I'm not asking a paladin analog. You want to hit him?
Fun fact: I only have 1 AP point,
Oh wow.
so I can't spell strike.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm still gonna hit him.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna hit him. That's a big nerd. He's a whole
I'm
big
just gonna roll
nerd in
both.
there.
It's a natural 20, and then a 24. So 28, 24. Those are both gonna hit, correct? Yeah.
I don't have a reaction.
10.
Have nothing.
Ililie, I would like to ask you to do me a favor.
Yes.
You have rolled a crit in melee, and he has 1 paragon point left. I would like you to now make me 1 more attack roll with advantage. You've already hit him twice, don't worry. I need to know if you crit on this.
What are the cards? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did crit.
I'm putting that down. That's 2.
In 1 turn. It's rare for me.
Go ahead and roll your damage. It's a hit and a crit. So roll all that damage out. I'm gonna go ahead and start describing something. Fight's not over. Ililie charges up. He brings his staff to try to protect himself. He's able to parry the first blow, bring up conjure a magical shield in the second, but the third one, in his offhand, in his left hand, she strikes, severing down the middle, shattering a gem. You watch as part of his hand separates. He staggers back, and a man staggers forward holding a bloodied hand. Go ahead and make it so I can see real quick. You watch as Randolph Crawford separates from this green creature. You split his hand, you're still stabbing him. How much damage is that?
I really am into cutting people's hands.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You're really...
You've done
Yeah,
it.
it's like a becoming a
It's
Sorry, was that a 40 again? The 40 crew?
Sorry,
Yeah.
43.
But like to be honest, that's a valid like fighting strategy.
Yeah, it's a good way of making sure someone can use a 2-handed weapon.
Yeah.
It's certainly disarming. Yeah, that is a rule from our Star Wars games that we've used a couple of
Yeah.
times. As you strike him, you watch as falling backwards out of him is that other form you saw of Randolph in this slightly younger state, wearing wedding robes. He
Oh,
holds his
buddy.
hand, horrified, confused, looking out. Canticia?
Oh shit.
Remember you said it was like for the narrative or for your turn? For the vine.
For the vine.
That'll then be Ralnor's turn. Ralnor!
Oh,
Kill the
jeez,
brain monster.
buddy.
Ralnor's gonna go bite a brain. Oh gosh, Randall.
Go bite a brain.
Ralnor's so dumb. He's gonna go bite a brain. He's
Gonna
gonna
go bite a
bite. He's gonna bite and claw at a
I
brain.
really thought these guys were going to be falling off left and right. Literally just at the very beginning, setting them up.
Unless
These guys have terrible AC, babe.
a 9 hits.
No.
Not that turn.
13 hits.
13 is exactly their AC!
Cool.
You strike against this Guardian Grell.
Same.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. This guy's really hurt 'cause from the spell from before, so he's actually beyond bloodied.
But Ralnor's not very smart. Oh no! Ralnor, run!
Why?
Ralnor has an int of 3.
What's wrong, babe?
These aren't intellect devour.
I'm afraid they can do something like it though.
I don't know. These aren't regular Grells.
Ralnor needs Ralnor run. Ralnor run.
It's
Ralnor
now
run.
Randolph's turn.
like run,
his
Rudolph,
only turn,
run, but run,
possibly
Randolph.
his last turn. Randolph Crawford sits on the ground, falling backwards, looking at the creature before him. No, 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 no.
Be careful. Behind you. There's a ledge.
And he is going to, in fact, mechanically, dodge actioning, horrified, the human form of him standing here. But the other one is not going to act the same way. Ooh. Ooh. Ismene, you're not within 10 feet.
I'm close.
I would like-
He can move.
Who do who do you want me to bully? Ralnor or Laurentius?
I'm getting off scot-free, apparently.
Do I make the choice?
No, I don't care what you think.
Um,
Amanda, what do you think?
Laurentius.
Ralnor or Laurentius?
Laurentius. You can
All right,
try.
Laurentius, maybe a straight saving throw?
It's fair. I've been making them all day
That's not...
or all night. It's a 17 pass.
That exactly is a pass. We're gonna flavor this. It doesn't do anything mechanically. Pushes you right to the edge, and you're able to will yourself back.
Yeah.
You almost felt your feet leave the ground for a moment, and you're not sure which of you did it.
There's just a little fart push me in the right direction.
You have a feeling inside you. You want to devour him.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna begin casting a
He's
spell.
gonna eat the rock monster.
I am going to try to identify the
Majin
spell
Buu
with
style
using the
trick.
rules of our
Yes.
table. Arcana check.
Make an Arcana check. I'll be honest. I don't know if you can fail this.
13.
You identify it. This is the spell Erupting Earth.
That's fine.
It is a cube that bursts up. It does not push anyone. It just makes difficult terrain and does damage in an area.
Just let it go. I'll let it go.
All right, I'm gonna need Laurentius, and I'm going to need our dearest Mai to make me
Dex
dex
save.
saves.
I'm in the moonlight, right?
You are in the moonlight. You have
I get
advantage.
16.
Didn't help me.
Bathed in the light of your goddess.
Always
You have
Eight.
advantage here. Okay. 16. It's gonna be 20 points of bludgeoning damage as the ground is upheaved. There's an upheaval beneath you as it bursts out, stone and dirt all bursting out at
Is
you.
16 a save or do I take the full?
16 is not a save. It's
Okay.
a fail. It's DC 17.
I don't want this to happen, but when do the Beaky Boys go?
They go next. Grell's actually initiative 13. It's gonna be the Grell's turn.
Did I miss my turn?
You did not.
Oh, I'm really
You
low
go
in the
after
order.
the Grells.
Okay.
You're in initiative 5.
I forgot. Last time Ronald and I were really close together and I went.
Yes. I apologize for that.
No, it's my fault. I didn't roll well.
Let's talk about the Grells. Let's talk about Grells, baby. You know what? We're gonna start with this Grell here, who's going to hover,
Yeah.
fly over Ismene. As it's flying over, it's going to rake its tentacles against you. It's gonna make 2 attacks.
Okay.
First one is with its tentacles.
Mhm.
Ooh, that looks like it might be a hit. A 19 to
That'll
hit.
hit.
As it strikes against you, you're going to take some piercing damage, and you are grappled.
That's fine.
It wraps its tentacles around you. You're going to take a total of 10 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and you are going to then, it's going to attack you with its beak. It tries to bite at you. Math 10,
Keep
doesn't
it.
do anything here.
Cool. And I keep my spell.
Yes, and it's going to go ahead and use the rest of its movement to move 1 space, effectively. I can't place you perfectly, but it's going to go ahead. Yes, thank you, Alex. I'm going to go ahead and move you slightly, just pretend you're a little bit closer.
Cool.
The Grell, who is on the far side, thank you, Connor, is going to then do the same thing to Ralnor. Going to first attempt to grapple it with its tentacles. That is a natural 20 on Ralnor.
It worked.
Ralnor is going to
20?
take... Yes. Ralnor is going to take, and it will actually be magic damage for once, 21 points of piercing damage. Is going to make its second attack. Thank you for gasping, Alex. 13 to hit.
That
Misses.
That misses.
It is then going to use, moving at difficult terrain speed, it's going to move out slightly over the void and release Ralnor.
No.
You watch as Ralnor
No.
descends into the fog, a foot, 2 foot, and begins going, "Rah!" hovering, rotating outside of this, but crying out constantly. "Rah! Rah!" Ralnor is in distress, but he exists.
I know what happens on my turn.
You kill this man.
I feel like you're just gonna like burst.
I believe I only have those 2 growls because the third one got exploded.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and rotate around to Ismene Callister. You are grappled, meaning your movement speed is 0. Mechanically, just in case you guys are curious, Ralnor is roughly 15 feet outside of the edge of the area.
You'll be fine.
Can I
I've
see
seen
where he
that thing
fell?
eat.
From where I am.
No. You are, if you look kind of rotated this way, he's here. He's directly out of your line of sight.
I cast Thunderstep to go as far as possible that I can to get to
Mama
where-
Bear wants to go for her baby.
And I'm gonna do damage to the Grell that's holding me.
I will make my con save.
Do it.
I will roll a
Spells.
total of a 6, excuse me, a 6 and a plus
Great.
1.
You take 3d10. 11 points of damage.
You explode the Grell, it pops, and you find yourself cast into the astral sea as you leave this platform.
I was trying to go to the edge of where I could
Oh, the
land.
edge itself?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. We'll put you right here. I'm gonna spin this around,
Then I use my movement to jump to Ralnor.
and you leap into the astral sea.
No, I didn't. I wanted to land on Ralnor.
You dive towards Ralnor. As you're struck by this fog, suddenly you just hear chattering, talking. There's hundreds of voices over and over, back and forth. Trapped. Why? Where is she? These voices. It's discordant.
Oh,
You've heard some
I
of these
fucked up.
words. You're not. What happened?
I was supposed to use Misty Step.
Why?
Because Thunderstep, you can take somebody with you.
Oh, you wanted to Misty.
I wanted to Misty out, move to the edge, jump. Instead of Thunder. That's just a mistake that I made.
It won't kill.
If I roll a 1 through a 20, I'll be a generous DM. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
No problem. We'll put the
Thank
girl
you.
back. And,
So
hey,
all of them?
I have made mistakes so many times.
I'm knocking off my Misty Step.
Hey, man.
I have 2
know my
teleportation
modifiers.
spells. I have the
Yes,
Thunder
you,
Step.
you leave the Grell's grasp.
Yeah.
He's still alive. That's not a problem.
I jump
You
off.
dive towards Ralnor. As you descend, I also messed up. You hear the gnashing of fangs and teeth, the guttural groans and roars of large creatures, because you don't speak this language.
Right, I speak Abyssal. I speak Abyssal.
You speak Abyssal. This is not Abyssal.
That's what I thought.
However, you would identify this language as Draconic.
I don't speak Draconic.
I speak Draconic.
Jump into the
Additionally, I
fog.
need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Has it come up yet?
Oof. Fuck
Oh!
that.
11.
11 is a fail, which is good, because now I can just tell you both what you and Ralnor take. You're each going to take 19 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
15. He.
Ouch.
Okay. And then I.
But you have Ralnor in your arms. As you pull him in closer, tucking him closer, he just digs his claws into the fabric. He just came himself really close. He's pressed against. You've had a dog who's scared, pressing themselves against you. And you have him. You have Ralnor, and you watch as you're falling so slowly. You can still see the archway. There's a strange pressure to the astral sea, and suddenly you see this little silver light emerge from you, a thread. You've read about this somewhere, but you need to make an Arcana check to know what it is. Now that you're out here, you see this silvery thread, and it's pulling back towards the archway. That's gonna be your turn?
Yeah.
let's go ahead to Mai, then Laurentius.
The moon is only hitting the green one. It's not hitting the human-looking one.
You can choose that, yes.
Yes.
That's totally fine.
So make me a con save.
I'll make a con save. This die has finally been nice to me. A success this time.
5 points of radiant damage.
5 points of radiant damage. That's
Seven.
still really
Okay.
effective.
I was like, wow.
Looking at him, this thing is staggered, humbled, beaten. No, I will honor my deal.
I'm going to make a spell attack at you.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
17.
17 is a miss. Firing, what was this? So I know.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Oh, you shot. You as you fire it. It's not so much that you miss. Like you still, your aim was true, but you didn't modulate the spell in quite the right way. As it strikes him, you see refracting through him. You see through the creature for a moment as the light emerges in all of its different fractures. It's almost blinding. So while it would normally help or hinder one way or the other, it's just kind of balanced out here.
I'm going to action surge. I'm going to try that again.
Do it.
You can do that, can't you?
I
You
can do that.
explicitly do this. Action surge. Furious. You see now he's wreathed in this light.
20.
20 is a hit. You strike him with the guiding bolt. The light gets even brighter, and your friends see him. It's like there's nothing else in the world. The light of the Moon Mother, the light of the Elven Goddess is here.
Look how healthy our campaign got.
13 points of radiant damage and advantage on the next attack against him.
He is on death's door.
Oh, wait.
That
We're going to attack.
is Laurentius's turn.
I'm going to.
Laurentius, Ismene just leapt down. She just went barely out of vision. But she just dove after
She's fine.
Elmer. She's fine.
Nobody cares.
I am.
I care, but see, there's a big wall between me and
Yeah,
you.
so go ahead and
see you.
keep rotating
I
these
just
things
dove
around.
into the astral sea.
You're stressing me out.
I will
You're supposed to take care of me.
quicken spell. I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Whoa!
Cast haste.
And I'm gonna run up to Lizard Boy.
Let's be hasty.
Do it.
I have a question for you. Laurentius, you're charging up, blade in one hand, sprinting up, leaping between rock and rock. You're moving faster. It feels so natural as you bound between these rocks. In your mind, I need to know, tooth or nail?
Tooth.
Okay.
We're making a wooden benches.
Casting Vision Blade. Swinging down
Call
on
him
him.
George.
All right. You leap up, beginning to swing with your weapon here. Make your attack roll. Now this is just the normal action.
Right.
All right.
18 plus 8. 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
13 points of damage total.
13 was the damage total. Who can see Laurentius is up here right now?
No, my hand.
You're in the
I'm in the void. I'm
Watch
like, yeah,
as
me.
Laurentius, grinning, charges up, green fire in his eyes, blade in hand, and you almost could have sworn jagged teeth as he begins striking down upon him. How much was the total damage?
13 total.
13 total damage. And you still have one more action from haste.
One more swing.
You want to swing your sword? Okay. Swinging down on him. Are you swinging two-handed, by the way?
I can't cast a cantrip as my action, right? It's just an attack action.
You cast you can only use a cantrip. You would have used. Yeah, you can't use the haste to cast a spell.
That's what I was.
I
that's what
believe
think.
that is the case.
And
always
it's not
double check.
advantage anymore because it's just the first attack, or is it all attacks?
It's
Just
the first
the first
attack for
attack.
guided bolt. Guiding
Okay.
bolt.
Yeah.
Just a normal attack against him.
Oof. 10.
Do we want to give him advantage? Would that be thematically cool?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
We're friends.
We think it'd be thematically cool
Connor?
if you got a crit.
Before you reroll that, I will
Yeah.
give you an option. Make an attack with a different weapon if you'd like. But there's might be consequences. What do you do, Laurentius?
I like my Shattering Edge. It talks to me. And it's been nice so far.
Loaded words.
Holding back the fervor, you bring down the Shattering Edge. Now, Connor, I'm so sorry. The Shattering Edge, does it not have a passive ability?
Oh yeah, it has plus a lot to it. Plus 2.
You swing down with a shattering edge. What's that to hit?
27.
Is this lethal or non-lethal?
It's lethal.
Laurentius leaping through the air, blinding speed.
11.
11 points of damage. Striking through the shoulder, splitting through almost into a gem-like construct. As
What?
unfortunately, the blade gets about halfway through before he begins to shatter. Not a perfect cut there, Connor. As you shatter this emerald
It's on point.
creature, all the pieces begin to fall and gather. There's a shift in the ground. You know your time is short, though. You have a few moments while you are here. The grells begin flailing backwards. Though you guys can interact if you want to stop them from retreating into the fog.
Can I go get Ismene from?
Ismene, you were falling. What are you doing?
Thunderstepping, it's 90 feet.
I just. Oh,
You don't need my help.
This is going to be
Yeah.
me whispering to
Okay.
my sword. Just does that satiate you? Are you whole now?
There is so much. There is so much here. It was so confused. We can make it better. Alone we are broken, but together there's so much we can do. Please. We need to feast.
Oh my god.
You reach down and begin chunks
Yeah, like
of
Krispy Kreme
emeralds,
donuts, fresh off the rack.
striking down with these teeth, eating.
I'm like right next to you, dude.
This is going one.
A thunderclap rings out as Ismene Callister returns, baby in arms. You can turn off the battle map now if it isn't already.
I'm just watching you.
As you return back up here, the Grell retreating. Anyone stopping this as he's consuming the gems?
I'm
Do you
scared.
need help? I'm just gonna watch. Leave him alone. He
Just
does
like
this.
like glazed look, just like
What is this music?
He's eating people. I have a quick question.
I'm eating.
Are there?
Randolph is so scared.
Oh, sorry. Hey, come here. Come here.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No, it's okay.
not true.
No. Calm. In and out. Let's calm. Don't look at. I'm just gonna try to shield him from looking at Thorn.
As you're kind of looking through this,
He broke like a statue. He's not a person.
I know. I'm trying to watch him. stop
Chunk of
him
the
from
arena
eating- watching
crumbles.
you eat his crystal body.
falls 10, 15 feet worth of that area, descends into the mist.
I have to do my
More
duty.
of it.
We're not on the material plane. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna put my hand on a lady's shoulder
Yeah.
and fulfill my last duty as a Callister and cast Banish.
What? What are you doing?
Sending you away and leaving the rest of us to die, apparently.
This is my job.
Wait.
I have one spell slot left. I have to save
Where does
you.
it send her, and where does it return her to?
Did you say your home plane?
If you're not on your plane, it takes you to your home plane and it leaves you there.
Oh, this is so good. We're gonna jump away for a second.
Whoa.
You want to make your charisma saving throw?
Do you want to make your Christmas
No, I'm like, I think like in a moment of like weakness, I'm just like, yeah, we do this. Like,
Wait, what?
Oh. You see that she's holding Roundlord tenderly, then
I'm
looks
like,
up to
oh,
you, places her hand upon
I'm
you.
like,
Do you
oh.
say anything in this moment?
I'm sorry.
Yeah! You find yourself standing at the bottom of a crater in Old Town. Dozens of people standing around the ring, including several of the Volcar looking down with confusion. There are guards, old men and women. There's some children who are looking here, still wiping sleep from their eyes as only the moon is in the sky. You look around, and laying on the ground, unconscious, are Ismene, Laurentius, and Randolph Crawford. Raldor is here as well.
Okay.
I'm going to go up to Ismene's prone form, grab the lapels of her like coat, and shake her violently. What the hell are you doing?
You can't help but notice
I'm so mad at you.
it looks like there's a bit of movement only amongst one of your friends. It is our dear friend Laurentius, who's one of his arms moving forward, plucking a small emerald from the ground. Reaching over, there's no movement of his head
Hold on. I got this.
as
I
he's
got this.
eating dirty gems off the ground. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Cool.
You gotta build up that gizzard pouch so you can digest your food.
Cool. That's weird.
Back on the astral plane, things are crumbling. It's just you and the archway now.
I have no
What do you
idea
wanna do?
what to do? Sorry, Thorn. Oh yeah, you're just eating.
The light
I'm
of
sorry,
the moon
Mai.
above you.
Fine.
The moon.
Could you?
Shh. Giant soldier of stone. Destroy the moon.
Perhaps we blew up the moon.
I don't know what to do. I had to send her back. It's my entire job is to keep her safe. I know we're not on the right plane. This seems to be falling apart. I had to keep her safe. I'm so sorry.
That's fair.
I had to pick.
It might be the only one.
I'm sorry, Ralnor.
You see, he's really grumpy. He's hurt.
Thorn just like sidles up next to you, like, "What are we doing?" And
You're like bloated.
I'm trying
You're
to figure out.
struggling. Like you feel like you ate so much.
I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here, but I don't have anything.
I got nothing.
I've got nothing.
Can we go
I have
back?
no way to get out of here.
Not back to reality.
Lose touch with
I'm looking up. Is
You-
there anything up? Is there anything?
All
what
you
is
see
up?
is the top arch of this massive doorway.
I'm
Only
gonna.
doors meant something.
I'm gonna try walking through the door.
That's what I was gonna say.
You wake up.
Oh
Hey.
shit! Cool.
You're being violently
Laurentius.
shaken.
I was already following her through.
Laurentius, you have in your hand a tiny flake. These flakes are, think of like, it's not a quarter of the size of a D4 emerald in your hand. What do you do?
Could you eat a D4?
It hurts. You can feel the salt at the small cuts as you swallow the stone. The power of it. Well, each and every one of you do feel yourself, the growth of might swelling within you as you reach 8th level.
I'm busy violently shaking. Is
Ninth.
Laurentius-
Ninth level.
Yelling
Ninth
at
level.
her.
Eighth level.
Ninth level.
Ninth
level.
level.
Ninth level. Yeah, you level up. I just said the wrong thing. I'm so sorry.
We all scared.
Laurentius,
You repeat the level. It's Groundhog Day.
something else stirs within you. You'll need to explore that. You got time.
I will.
Oh!
That was good. I liked that.
All right. One of the Volcar looks familiar to you, staring down, still with her conjured wings behind her. You see Captain Rolemnon of the Volcar looking down at you. Sophia, confused.
We found the painter.
We're gonna need.
Randolph
to
is
see,
unconscious.
We're gonna need to see JoJo. Princess Josephine.
Jam.
Jam? Yeah, that works too. I'm mad at you.
She kind of looks
Like, actively.
she lifts up. She lifts herself up like 2 feet off the ground and then slides down. You were in about 25 feet deep of a straight down pit, the size of a house.
Are you still
On the
hoovering
ground.
up rocks?
Wait, are you gonna
Pull
arrest us
Randolph
this time
back through.
again?
Oh, we didn't.
Is this him?
I think we want to talk to Princess Josephine and the crown first.
What was that pillar of light?
Magic stuff.
We got into a fight with him.
We're like so in public.
It seems like
This-
bad thing to talk about in front of civilians.
Yeah.
If you've done as you were asked, we all owe you a great debt. She looks around so confused as your friends are waiting up.
I can't just I do. Wait. I took a lot of damage.
Thorn's like,
It's not concentration for it. You can
It's
just
not.
dismiss it.
Okay, I just
Always,
missed it.
we've ruled at our table.
I'm sorry, but I just realized I never dropped it. You're just
Eating
eating.
Are you sifting
Eating
through
rock.
stuff?
Do you want to lick the ground?
I mean, I guess I get it like a sieve and just.
He's hoovering up rocks.
People are gonna think you have.
I'm going to take your friends with me. We're going to go speak. Are you going to come? What are you doing?
What?
I've never seen a dude eat rocks before.
What's the,
It's normal for them.
what's the
I
problem?
was confused.
in our game.
Yeah.
We do eat a lot of things that are not edible.
Rowler wakes up.
Oh, so I'm the only one that snacks while they're sleeping? Okay.
We do find him rummaging around the cupboards at night often.
Rowler, by the way, Rowler is immune to most forms of damage, and so Rowler is a huge baby whenever he's hurt. He does not
Yeah.
want to walk. He wants to be. He wants
I
to be
will.
carried.
I will carry.
You can't hold anything. You just you waddle with him.
Yeah.
He's a big sad baby.
It's
I'm
hilarious.
still I'm also miffed at Sophia. I'm angry at a lot of people right now. Can we go to the
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And perhaps could you hoover up the remaining gems for our friend to consume later?
What is Hoover?
I'll come back.
It's like this northern of it. We'll
yeah.
explain it. It's like
we
a
need
whole
to
thing.
we need to reinvestigate this area after what just happened to make sure there's no more
I
lingering
will have
magical
my brothers
effects.
and sisters in arms secure the area.
Thank you.
and not let
This
anyone
is-
You're welcome.
I understand.
you a
This is,
midnight
of course, your investigation.
in. Uh-huh.
Why are you eating the evidence?
She's so absolutely baffled.
What evidence? I don't see a gateway around here.
In order to understand the magical evidence, he does have to consume it. It's perfectly normal for a
It's
lawyer.
my process.
I suppose I've heard stranger things. We're gonna go ahead and jump ahead ever so slightly.
Called him a
Where
lawyer.
the defiant smiles and an
Lawyers do weird
unconscious Randolph Crawford have now been brought over to the towards this large structure. You've been brought over to essentially what is a keep that is kept close to the end, the southern tip of the old town.
Sorry.
It's a home of the Volcar. Asking a number of questions
Valnor.
here. There's so much confusion. One thing I want to mention is that the man wears an empty ring. The huge socket empty now that the gem is shattered into so many pieces.
Does he wear it on his wedding finger?
No,
Okay.
it is not his wedding band. It is a very strange old thing. Though the
What?
carcass of it, made of this old blackened iron, is still there.
It's just a man ring.
Well, it's like
It's on his corner-
multiple curled pieces of wrought iron.
Like
together.
genuinely, is it on his
It's on his middle finger on his left hand. It's a big ring.
ring of power?
What's that like?
I'm curious. Are you giving a reasonable explanation of what's
that we
going
were
on?
taken to the astral plane and yada yada. We don't understand what happened.
I have Pika.
It's
part
part
of
of it's part of his process, and also he has pica.
I don't know if you can say that.
Stress eats. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just eating.
Drow have a second stomach. You might call it a gizzard. Use it to help.
I'm so sorry. I don't.
digest.
I. And so,
I'm not
not
telling
what
them
we're
that
saying.
you ate the Jim Dragon
were
board.
you able to discern why he was doing this? Why this man committed these acts?
It was some strange magical effect from an artifact that seems to have shattered.
It's gone
He
forever.
did not seem to be in his right mind.
Yeah.
There was
He was-
voices talking.
It's gone. Is it in this? Is the artifact destroyed in this place you went to?
Yes.
Yeah, in the astral plane.
I'm gonna need a deception check with advantage from Ismene Callister.
Go, come on.
I don't have any.
One of them was a natural one, but the deception check itself, I'm good at this, is a math 20.
Hey.
I'm very good at deception.
A jazz.
They have taken Randolph. They have him in a cell. They have given him a new set of clothing and made sure he doesn't have any items on him.
Yeah.
He is still asleep.
I
There's-
use the ring as evidence of something having been destroyed.
The next few days are going to be confusing. I do hope you understand we'll need you to stay in town, and there will be reports to file, and of course there will be an audience with the High Judge, and of course I told you I would cede myself to the release. Your friend. I will make sure that I will make sure the entire process is expedited.
It took less than 7 days.
We took 3 days.
Yeah.
This is day 3.
It's my understanding that you've been tracking this man for a bit longer than that.
Yeah, but
It took us 3 days.
Dawn had told me a bit before we
before there was the arrests.
Yes. I do apologize, though I think that were you in my situation, you would have done the same.
I would have.
Oh, I don't think you owe any of us here in this room an apology. No harm, no foul.
I understand your meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody in this room.
Nobody in this particular room.
Oh, this room?
This room.
Yes, you chastised Sophia for how her and Adon have been, like, not talking recently. I'm gonna ask,
He's so sad.
with your permission, if we can move into some jumps here.
Okay.
Ooh.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Some new powers discovered here. Some things, you're growing strength. The process begins of you filling out these reports. But honestly, for the most part, it's kind of curiously fast how quickly they're able to process. Oh, this person was crazy and just killing people because he had a magic ring. A lot of people aren't asking a lot of follow-up questions.
But I
and sorts
don't
of
want him to
things.
be like,
We still don't understand the full story.
right. I don't want him to just be thrown in a hole for the rest of his life. Unless he knew what he was doing.
For the 9 arches.
Eh,
I mean,
Well, you got what you want.
I'm full.
Satisfied?
Never. It's a curse.
Something like that.
you just have to eat.
Sorry, I was looking for the aftermath. The next few days, you speak with guards, they do write-ups, and stories begin to pop up about the heroes who discovered this madman hunting down the good people of Eltz. You receive some reward, some wealth, but also are able to return back to that home, procure any of those strange emeralds. That magic shield that was held up above his mantle is there as well. There is talk of potentially greater rewards or titling some of the members of the party. And the defiant smiles you hear from Adon have been receiving quite a few more requests. Celebrating's a bit odd here, but difficult. Ismene, I'm curious, were you to recover what notes you could find from his home, how would you be spending the next few days with them?
I'm creating a case for. I want to create a case for what happened. I want to understand what happened, and I want to know what his mental state as Randolph Crawford, not as this guy under this influence, but who is he as a person? Was this something he was doing intentionally? Did he know what he was doing and agree with
Make
it?
me an Arcana check with advantage. I want to see what you can get as things are pushing through, as this whirlwind. As people
Well, one of the dice is a 1, and one of them is a 20 for a 28.
wow.
I got another natural 20. That's number 3 for the right?
I haven't been counting mine this week, so I'm going to look terrible.
Yes.
It's 3? Okay. I knew it was at
I
least.
think I've only crit actually once, and I've had like 3 nat ones, so I'm not doing well. As you're kind of looking through here, you start seeing names and notes. You pour over the wreckage of his home, which collapsed inward under that strange psionic force. It was warping things until you found yourself on another plane. You do learn one thing I want to say is that you had been astrally projected.
Okay.
So your physical forms may have remained in whatever magical maelstrom you were within. Apparently, a pillar of green light, 100 feet tall, extended into that crater. But as you begin looking through things, you keep finding dozens and dozens of names of Aracochrans, people who've left in the city. Notes about how they had decided, like a letter back home. We find one, a young man writing home to his mother about how he decided, after completing his time working with the Bibelists, that he actually wanted to go and perform trade with the Calvary Assembly to the merchant empire of Rhone, far to the east, and that he would return one day. Of loved ones who had not come back.
Yep. That's what I
Find
thought.
more of these letters from Canticia. Words underlined. Comparisons of handwriting. The same phrase. It's not her. Where is she?
Looks like we have to go topple an empire.
Now, Not all is bad. Over the next couple of days, you have a few visitors. If that's okay. And you guys can stop me, please. We're jumping over days of time. The first is one of the Volcar, a younger woman you're not as familiar with, dropping off a package from the crater, saying that it had appeared shortly before you had awoken, though the Volcar quickly had quickly thrown it on its side without looking upon it. A painting of a man carrying his Aarakocran bride over the threshold into his home. Does not appear to be magical. Connor, pick a number 1 through 4.
3. My favorite number.
Good number.
A young human man with his hair pulled back and a sullen face knocks on the outer door of the warehouse. You see Chester. It's been a little under a week since you last saw him. You know, I tried to see her when she was at the castle, Gwynny, before they took her body away. But Stella stopped me. I wouldn't have been able to get inside. I didn't have the heart to talk to Silas as he left. When I spoke to him, he talked so much about his old buddy Oswald. I think he needs to know. And I think I'm gonna go tell him.
Okay.
But I'll be back.
In your time.
Hey, Chester. I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like, really sorry.
She was a wonderful woman.
Think about her every day.
What did she used to say?
I mean, it was like cast fireball or firebolt is what I remember the most.
Much like her fire, she had a tendency of making things quite a bit brighter.
Yeah.
That night, I think there's a lot of quiet drinks poured together before things get a bit more rowdy. He toasts to Silas, a friend he will visit soon and often, back home with his family to the west. He toasts to Gwynwyn, a woman he loved and a woman that he misses. And he toasts to a woman named the Nightwalker. Tells of the story of the vigilante who came before him and before Bastellus, the first apprentice of the Lionheart. In his drunken state, he mentions that he thinks you would have either hated each other or loved each other, Elle. She was one of those high-born elves like you.
Huh.
Though not quite as fancy. She died, but he has another drink for her. And one final toast to the defiant smiles, the thrice heroes of elves.
Here, here.
It's about this point, I think, Ismene is going to she ducks away, continue her research here. Before I go on to one of my other two little things here, you don't have anything to say they're doing over these next couple of days? Any major thing we want to mention? Don't worry about so much about mechanics or the specific order of time. Yes, Clella, what has Ililia got?
Finish a helmet.
You finish a helmet for a friend, maybe?
Something along
A
those lines.
kind soul.
So when I owe a favor.
You owe a
An
favor.
apology.
Yes, you make this helmet that you were supposed to forge.
And I spent a lot of time Deep in the forges.
Deep in the forges underneath. You fully give yourself asthma.
Yeah.
You work under the forges fully in smoke. You have to you actually have to work with Ismene to get some magic to help you not water breathing, but like survive under just smoke.
After the second day, I learned to layer my.
Yeah, you're doing a bunch of filtering.
Yeah.
You're,
Some water on it and then put it
Yeah.
on.
but you're able to make the helmet, restore that thing there. Everything.
Looks
Okay?
pretty slick.
It's a slick helmet. Do you put a cool feather in it?
It has a cool aspect.
It is a cool aspect. It is it is a dome cap with a feather. It's very strange,
Hell
but it's
yeah.
very well made.
Thank you for the pun.
Thank you, Alex.
Praise the sun.
Come up, it's.
Laurentius, you had something?
Yeah, I learned about some contacts that maybe we could procure a ship,
You did. You want to start the process of
buying a ship.
you want to buy a ship outright?
Yeah.
I like this. We're going to note that you start the process, but after my last one, we're going to talk about that more specifically.
Cool.
Only have 2 more things. Ismene, would you like to make me another Arcana check? Or, if you'd like to have one of your friends come help you, they'll make the check with advantage. Does Ismene allow anyone else to join her in the search for what happened with this man?
I don't believe right now we're fighting, and I don't believe that anybody actually cares.
Fighting again?
I'm a little mad at Ismene.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Oh my god, just get
but we're
married
both
already.
fighting?
No, you're fighting with me, and I don't.
I'm just a little cold at breakfast. You
Make me
shut
a
me
history
out.
check
Thorn-
with advantage this
Thorn
time.
can come
I
along
just
for
don't believe
moral
anybody else
support
cares
if
about
you need
him.
moral support.
I think they've given up on him.
Ouch.
A 21.
21. But this time, Scoop with Coop even has talked about how there was a raving madman and the heroes. It talks about you in bold praise, but she doesn't have much more information than anyone else, and is writing about how there was this madman who was killing some of the upper echelons of Elsian society, her attacking students, scaring the people, and apparently working with some unsavory characters. During this time, you do find a list of others who had been delivered mail by that same runner. Those letters. Letters from Eric Cochran loved ones. Brothers, sisters. Notes. More and more notes.
What's his name, Rowan?
Huh?
What's his name?
What's whose name?
The runner.
It's the
Oh, it's the same runner.
Do you don't have a name? It's
I have his
and
name.
One second.
It's
I have
not
his
Rowan.
name.
It's not
It's
Rowan.
Rowan Barrett.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill Rowan myself.
Rowan is
he's
dead.
already dead.
I'm gonna bring him back.
The
I
note
don't
Kill him
think
again.
he was
appeared
in
to
charge
imply
of it.
that Rowan was delivering false letters to people who had family members sent to the king's playground. Connor, 1 or 2?
2.
Another knock at the door. A new visitor! And one you haven't had here in a while.
Is it Yosef?
Who answers? There is an old human man with a black walking stick with a small, simple, circular silver cap
Oh,
who stands there. Ah, yes.
You selling something?
It has been some time. Mr. Whitaker. It is...
I haven't really been doing fights lately.
No, you've been doing quite a bit of good work around the city, I am told.
Something like that.
Ah, I have a minor request. My master is a private man, and as such, he has offered an invitation, though one you do not need to take. He would like one of you to come to visit. He wishes to speak with you, though, for his own safety, would prefer you come unarmed.
Which one of us?
He did not say.
In just one?
Just one. But he also did my master did expressly mention that there is no form of resentment should you choose to wait for a future date when we have better earned your trust.
Oh, you want to go now?
Yes, but you could always, well, I was told to say that if you do not wish to come now, you can always do so when you've returned to the city.
Oh, it was higher.
Let me ask the others. Do you want to wait here?
I have no problem
I would
waiting.
offer you tea, but I frankly don't know how to make any. So,
Oh, I've got it. We'll talk about Oswald here in a wow. Oh, Yosef here
I was
in
like,
a second.
we found a diamond and
Yeah.
used it for the
That was-
wrong person.
I was saying, it's like, fucking zombie.
Found a
Sorry.
diamond and a
We'll
clear.
talk about Yosef in a second. We're doing these all things
Yeah, yeah,
out of
yeah.
order here.
Does anyone want to go with Whitaker?
One of us should.
One of us should.
Yes.
But I'm bad at talking to people.
Go.
Same. Oh wait, I'll go.
Yeah, Thorn. He likes you.
He
He does?
really does like you.
Yeah, he does. Every time he likes you.
Okay.
You're
I was
charming.
like really sus last time, and he doesn't know mine.
Nope.
We recently acquired her.
Excellent. And this is something I'm very excited to say. Laurentius, you go and speak with the master of Mr. Whitaker. We're going to go jump to one of the other events now.
That's exciting.
I have two things remaining, but I had one I wanted to do last, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to jump back a couple of days. Finally, we see the whole of the Defiant Smiles. Not just our party, not just these wonderful heroes here. But we see a certain magus in his freshly procured armor. We see several archers standing there, now wearing this long red sash that goes over from one arm down towards their hip on the other side. A small collection of trinkets obscured by the sash itself. Equipment for their work, protecting the city, and doing whatever needs done. They stand at the end of a long bridge as a man is walking across it, away from the Nine Arch. Oh, hi guys. I didn't think you all was supposed to be here.
We wouldn't miss it for the world.
You guys are always so busy. You got me out here in a jiffy, you know that?
You were in jail for 3 days. Well, a couple more
It
than
was
that.
horrible.
Do you see Milton?
They got him down in the lower blocks, but I saw him once or twice.
Is that worse?
Oh, we'll have to.
There's a lot of people in there Milton's put there,
Oh,
but he's a tough bag of bricks. I got to do something to make it up for him. I'm gonna work extra hard. I'll drive your wagon, and I'll make you tea. You know, I'll clean up after Ronald when he finally goes and does his business. It'll be horrible.
are you supposed to eat the tea leaves?
I was so scared when you said it. Honestly, I was imagining Ronald is so much bigger.
Yeah, he got bigger.
We don't have a garbage disposal. He just sits under the sink.
Ralnor is endlessly perplexing.
I want everybody to know we fought that fight to get you Yosef and not Milton Brask out of jail.
Yeah.
We didn't have a choice in that one.
They didn't offer you this.
They didn't offer, but we could perhaps
Whoa.
leverage some later.
do more work
favors.
for Milton.
Things are so calm. The city falls back into its normal flow. It was a crazed madman. There is nothing to worry about. The heroes have dealt with him. Before I continue, did you have another question you'd like to roll off for, Ismene Callister?
I would like to visit Tommy Ladrone.
You make your way to the red light district, the Twilight District. Wow. I mean, that's what it is.
Good
You make your way to
job.
the Twilight. Good job.
Are you lightning McQueen?
Look at me. Of course I'm Lightning McQueen.
Oh.
No, it's
You
more
are
like
fat.
Kachika.
You are speed.
Yes.
You make your way up to the
Obviously.
Twilight
What do
District,
you think my character
which is
concept
cleaned
was?
up quite a bit. You see a lot of work is being done here. You've seen so many of the Barrows carpenters have been coming up here for weeks. Buildings are getting taller. Big signs, still covered. New things to come here in the district. But you eventually make your way to Tommy Ladrone's place. Not underground, hidden beneath a bar. No. Tommy Ladrone's got a place up on the surface. Public facing.
How can I help you, Miss Callister? You come to me in an opportune time. I've had some excellent friends helping me in ways I find most convenient.
I know that we've had some success in the past working together.
We have, and that's why you're gonna be leaving here with one of my boys to carry all your sack of gold out of here.
Well, I would like maybe. I'm trying to find out information about people that I think are disappearing people.
Look, you come here to point fingers. I mean,
The Cavalry Assembly.
oh, you're going after big shots. Didn't you just put away someone who was going after them?
Turns out I was. Yeah, I did. And I keep finding out that the people that are doing wrong are doing it for a very good reason.
So, you had someone putting people at the bottom of the Tincto that was supposed to be there?
I don't think they were supposed to be there, but they had justifications that need to be investigated.
Ah. I'm a man filled with justifications now, so I'm obliged to help.
Put a few people away myself, so I can't really say anything.
I'll send things the way I think is proper, but we'll have a few people come and report to you. See if we can find an amenable way for things to continue.
Mm-hmm.
I like our dynamic. Us up here in the twilight, you and your friends in the barrows. It's gonna be a good year.
We've cast a wide net. I'd love to continue working with you and for you in the future. Although I may be going on a trip for a few days.
Not a problem. Well, I'll need some time to wind some gears here. You're dealing with a couple of competitors. Once that's done, well, you'll be fine.
Let me know if you need me for anything.
Of course, Tom. Oh, and Miss Niles would love to have another appointment with you in the future.
I'd love to see her. It's been too long.
Yeah, she does my brother good.
Yeah. She's a good type. She's sweet.
Leading from your time with the Mafia.
They're my friends now. Remember?
It's fine. On that one.
No. I just realized.
It's good to have them in your pocket, you know?
No, I'm
It's
working
almost
directly
summer.
for them.
Little trump card.
Did you have another role you wanted to make about a specific question about the people? About the case, I should say. And Mai, you've been awful quiet. Before I do my last thing, I want something from you too. If you have anything you want at all.
I want to cross-reference the list of dead, see that they're all part of the Cavalry Assembly, and who's left that should have been killed. Mm-hmm. That's who my next target is.
Okay. I like what you said. It's gonna be too big of a task for this. I'm just gonna remember that. Deal?
Right.
Not a problem.
This was Mai's first time being off plane, like ever. Even if it's just an astral.
Not a really
projection?
common thing.
Yes. Are you going to the temple?
Yeah, I want to go to the temple and talk about this. Find out.
You're the only person to ever go.
I'm going to church.
No, but
My
I'm
laying
going
on the
to
couch.
church/therapy for the things I just went
talk about
through.
this?
All of us were like, swallow that down and keep going.
You watched him eat a body.
He did
No.
swallow a bunch of rocks.
We didn't blink
Bye.
at it.
You go and you meet.
no.
You have sessions where you sit and meditate.
Open.
You meditate under the moonlight. You have time speaking to High Speaker Conrad. You also speak with the rest of the clergy. Speaker Tora herself, Speaker Mycelia, of course, spends time with also the low priests, like Vetus and Triss and Sleem. There's a lot of people here at the temple that are willing to listen. You don't have to share everything. It's a place where you're able to breathe and discuss this. Knowing this revelation that the Moon Maiden's light was cast into some dark hole in the astral plane, sort of an epiphany here. It's sort of like cause for celebration. Yeah, there is a day where you leave this place with all sorts of elven and Elsian trees. There's no sense of any lingering foul magics upon you. They are all able to determine that sort of thing. You don't seem cursed or blighted or plagued. But one thing you do get from High Speaker Conrad, you've done such good in such a short time with these people. You know this temple will always be your home, just as our beautiful forests will always be your home. Yeah, well, they say that your kind, unlike the High Elves, decided that the world would be their home rather than glass cities. Maybe you've just expanded your world a bit more.
I think the Moon Mother is leading me.
Well, I'll love to hear the story of where that trail goes. With Conrad's blessing, should you decide to continue, there may be more adventures with the Defiant Smiles yet to come.
She says no because she just watched a man eat a person.
I was like, actually, for that.
No. I thought about it. No.
We jump to nearly a week or two after. It's been a week or two since these events. Ismene, you realize this is a much bigger task, figuring out what's going on. You've dived into this conspiracy. What is happening here? Who's been doing this? Alex, do you have anything triumphant or crazy for me? Like positive vibes here?
Good vibes.
You got a second, don't worry. So Ismene, you can not be here if you'd prefer to be, but I believe the rest of the party has been very consistent about this evening. It's still sun's setting, but it's still the sun is out. We see Ililia Arendral stepping out of the daring duelist. A cut on the side of her face, feeling a couple of bruised ribs on one side, and a sack of gold from her most recent victory as the Mad Magus. As you step out, your friends with you, you see a collection of white horses coming down the road as the trumpets fire out. And a chariot begins going towards the Defiant Smiles.
Tone for you?
No.
I feel like we're cool by now.
Presenting! The crier screams in the air. Princess Josephine Augusta Marie Mudrust!
Oh.
First of her name. Friend of mages. No, calling out these titles.
Oh,
This
jam.
music's so good. Oh, jam!
No, wait, guys, real quick.
Josephine Augustus.
No, we're gonna go with JoJo now because it's so funny.
Oh, what's that?
I
She's
know.
gonna hate it.
She's gonna hate it. It's gonna be really good. Okay.
But I know her full name.
She steps
Don't call her
out
that.
of her carriage. One of the nearby knights takes her hand and helps her step down from the carriage. She says, "You. I have come to congratulate you, but also with an offer.
An offer?
Are the Defiant Smiles, specifically the three of you and Lady Callister, currently under under an employ that would prevent you from a longer engagement?"
Why, I don't think we are.
I don't know.
Not
That
as
seems
much.
like a commitment.
No. We might have to check our calendar.
Can I think about
don't-
it?
I have received permission to attend a festival in the Kingdom of Issel, far to the north. This festival is one of their long-held traditions.
Festival. You can't call it that.
There's a celebration of warriors and
Can't
heroes.
call it that either.
Warriors and heroes all throughout. Oh, I know I'm getting to it, but the pump.
Come on. Come on. Just get there.
It's good to see you.
You're named JoJo now.
Laurentius, would you, your friend Mycilia, and Ismene like to come along with me?
I'm going to
adventure?
climb in the
I
carriage.
require
Don't let-
bodyguards for the journey, as I'd love to see the places from here to the Kingdom of Issel. But if perchance you'd like to enter as a champion of mine in the tournament, there are prizes aplenty.
What kind of prizes?
Well, for one, many of the victors are awarded a...
Kiss.
Sorry. Getting really excited.
She goes beet red.
Any other kind of prizes?
I was going to comment upon great riches, but also none of which compare to the prismatic ink that our kingdom offers. It's our symbol of friendship with our neighbors, the Voruks and the Isselites.
Is that second place?
What
for
another
us?
tattoo?
So is anyone else
It's a bit more
familiar
complicated than that.
with this tournament?
We're
The
going to the Blade
Are you familiar
tournament.
Not at all.
Okay.
I love this tournament, and they're gonna let me compete this year. I'm not gonna get in trouble. You don't have to worry about it. There's
Oh,
going
it's
to be
this song.
Yeah, the one with the 10 count. It's the sound that Thorn hears when he thinks.
Yes. Well,
No, it's
as
just-
the festivities, the cross-cultural festivities also are punctuated by an event known as the Tournament of Blades.
Yes.
Where some rulers determine their right-hand soldiers and warriors, the great heroes of their time. And those who participate, either from one of those kingdoms or from ours, are able to receive all manner of rewards.
So it's like another guild?
It's so much better than a guild.
Elsian, well, the kingdom of Elves doesn't
from
have
Issel.
blades. There's a number of historical reasons for that. But you are able to, if you were to participate as my champion,
Blade, club, I don't care.
The
it's fine.
Blades of Issel are a revered organization of powerful warriors and magicians alike. I'm just going to compliment
I
them.
have
So are they like-
multiple relatives that are blades.
Are they
They're
like
dope.
famous?
They're more than famous.
I've never heard of them.
No, it's okay. We can
Just
start at the
willingly
beginning of
fail
history.
this history check I'm about to prompt.
I could try for it.
I want to roll you to roll this to know if you're just messing with them.
Natural 20.
I'm losing my
So an
mind.
18.
I'm tearing out my hair. I'm trying to whiteboard out the history of the Blades tournament.
All in front of Josephine. Just watching us lose our minds.
And if you wanted to bring L, that's fine too.
Are you going right now?
She can be my +1, it's fine.
No, the
I'll get in the carriage.
The tournament is not till closer to summer's end, but we'll be departing in several weeks' time. I just wished to entreat with you before then.
Yes.
Can we
And
bring our
gods,
small
I
creature?
desperately would love to have an escort so that I can stop talking like this.
Yeah, this is
Absolutely.
actually really terrible. I hate this.
You can see the top right. Gasp just a little bit.
Glare. You also totally missed a match. Very good one. Very, very good one.
It
The-
is possible
The
that there was
dandy guy is
a
back.
hired scryer who was available to allow me to witness. You're getting a little bit slow on your left side.
Had some injuries. It's fine.
Well, rest up. There's a tournament coming.
Yeah, Issa will be disappointed if I do poorly. Or worse.
Oh, how exciting. Maybe some of your family will be there.
Yay, family reunion!
So, my
My
question
mom's
to you,
might be there.
heroes, when we come back in 2 weeks for this campaign, want to jump ahead closer to the tournament?
Desperately?
I have a trip I need to make
Sure.
before the tournament.
Oh, we're having some downtime.
Great.
Tournament of Blades is not next time. Don't worry.
Okay.
I want the tournament Blades desperately.
You've got to get there. Don't worry about it. It's a journey. It's a story.
We'll enjoy
can't
But
wait.
stories
don't worry,
to die for.
Oh.
D4.
I can't wait to fail miserably.
Just because
we did last time too.
Just because Ililie, Mycilia, Laurentius, and Ismene won't be with us next week does not mean that we aren't streaming. Next Friday, I don't know if, did we announce this?
We didn't announce
officially?
it officially.
Next Friday, that was 1 week from today, we will have our second Battlesphere one-shot. Now the Battlesphere, don't worry if you haven't seen the first one. The Battlespheres are meant to be just kind of sort of self-contained adventures on this massive planar construct, the Battlesphere. We're gonna get to see our heroes face off against some huge monsters, maybe some vile villains from past and present.
Mr. Red.
And maybe, okay, we might have a couple references to some other campaigns we've played or are currently playing. Regardless, I'm really excited to have Connor. Alex, come here, come join me. No, come on, coward. This man will be more than a hand the next time you see him, because he's gonna be joining us as one of our contestants. Also, we're gonna be doing some very special stuff during the Battlesphere. We're gonna be having a little bit of audience participation with our with the events going on in there. The people get very excited, and honestly, you gotta give the crowd what they want. So you'll want to see this live here on twitch.tv/stories to D4. That's us.
Yes.
And I was realizing I'm saying that on Twitch. Right
It'll be
now.
on YouTube later.
It'll also be on YouTube.
later.
Yeah.
It'll also be on YouTube after the fact, but we encourage you to come and follow us on social media for more information about the Battlesphere. We'll be putting some information about those heroes who will be fighting. I shouldn't say heroes. The warriors of the Battlesphere for this upcoming fight. And as the time passes, I'm excited to find out what Ismene Callister learns about this strange killer they just defeated. He's not dead,
No.
You were able to put him in the prisons of the Nine Arch.
I plan to have tea with him.
Maybe next time. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful week.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.